it?
It's actually not bad. I wouldn't consider it like a top-notch version, but it's pretty good. I think we might be live. We're going to give it a minute.
Oh, man, it really smells.
Of course it smells. It's beer.
Coffee.
Oh, I feel like I got hair in my... Hang on, guys. We're letting everything settle in. Dogs. Liz is trying my beer. Yep, I'm going to put it up there. I got hair in my eyes. Welcome to Q&A with L&A.
Excuse my face.
Baby Goat Edition. We're just going to let you guys pile in. I think everybody's rushing in the door. Don't step on each other, please.
Single file, one at a time. No pushing. This isn't Black Friday at Walmart.
Yep.
You don't want to make the news.
Slow down. All right. Hello, everyone. I see we figured out a new setup now. So if you've noticed, we're zoomed in a little more than usual. I can push a button here, boop, and we go widescreen. And then I push a button here, and we go shorter. So we could have some fun with this. Yeah. So that'll be fun. And then we also have very large text over there, so hopefully we'll be able to read your questions. That's the plan. And other than that, we're here. By the way, all the stuff we wanted to talk about is on that phone, and now we don't have access to it. So we did screw up one thing.
I knew we should use my phone.
I told you to use your phone.
I didn't charge my phone, so my phone.
It's okay. We'll remember.
A brick.
Oh!
Come here. I'm so sorry. She's like, stop talking to me. Oh, sorry. Okay, anyway.
So it seems like there's still a couple people piling in. We're going to give it another minute. I see a bunch of...
I see some dudes.
I see Randy's in the house. I see Animal Lover Tracy's here. Debbie and Rosemary and Claudia and Lynn and Jessica. A cow person's in the house.
Cow person, who's a dude?
Another dude. I think we're up to like 15, by the way. Now with Matthew James and his buddy there.
I don't know.
We could be up to 15 guys that actually watch this.
Debbie Johnson.
That's funny, though. We just went from 450 people in here down to 260. So
they were like, oh, that
I don't know what
just...
They were like, I'm in the wrong channel.
I accidentally clicked
I have
this.
No
I
idea.
did not mean to.
What just happened?
Maybe it's not for real.
What do you have? I was going to say 4 something seems really high.
Mine said 4 something and then it went back down to 3.
They're like, just kidding.
Maybe they got lost. We'll give it another minute.
They got lost. Let me see where mine is.
Thank you for the birthday wishes. I see a bunch of them coming up.
I didn't even... Oh, that's not that. Oh, boy.
This is my first Q&A. I was just told about it. Been watching for about a week. Kathleen, welcome.
Kathleen B.
Welcome.
First Q&A.
They get a little weird.
We are a little weird, so hold on.
I really think I have a hair in my eye.
Oh, no.
Please don't scratch a cornea again.
Oh, I did that once. That was not fun.
Recently.
Yes.
Did you look like a pirate?
Yes.
I had to go to the doctor. They had to put something in my eye.
Oh, man. He put, that yellow stuff, the stain that they put in your eye? Mm-hmm. He goes, the doctor doesn't tell him anything, just squirts it in his eye. He let out the biggest F-bomb. He was like... What the fuck?
It burned.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he was like, son of a...
But it literally took the pain away like that. I mean, my eye was so on fire when I scratched my cornea that, like, I had to go. We went to the walk-in, and that stuff sent me off the table. But then instantly the pain was gone. I was like, oh, it's gone. He's like, yeah, it's all set. It's like super glue for your eye. Yeah.
Oh, it was numbing.
It was
numbing.
Yeah, numbing
medicine. Stop rubbing. That's how you got that in the first place. Actually, was walking through the
somebody just said 14.4 thousand subscribers. By the way, I think we're 2 away from 14.5.
Oh, yeah. So
just so you guys know.
Just so you know.
Just so you know.
This happens every once in a while.
Happened once.
I'm not... Oh, never mind. We're at 14.5.
We made it.
We made it. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yay! I can start
Q&A's over.
Questions.
Yeah. All right. So there are a few things that we want to talk about because we know they're open questions in the community. We're going to get to those pretty much right away so we can get all that.
Oh, we have a couple new people.
We can get all that out of the way, the stuff we know you guys want to hear about. And then we'll move into answering questions from the audience in the chat. Yeah. So right now we're really not going to pay attention to chat too much. We're just going to go through a couple of things we know are out there and up in the air.
Do you know?
Yeah, so I'm going to try to exit out of this and bring them up here.
We should be able to.
Which I should be able to do. And we'll just start from our notes from the top.
So, yesterday, not earlier.
Do you want to start with this one?
Oh, okay, sure. So I don't know if it's actually in this chat because sometimes when we hit the go live button, all of our description goes away. Don't ask me why. If I could figure it out, I would do it by now. But on the 2 barn cams, there's a new description, mostly the same information with updated information about babies being born and their names and what date and all that. And underneath that is stuff to...
There is no description.
There's links. I said in the barn cam, it's all there.
Yep.
But at the way bottom, it used to be chat rules. Now there's a link to the chat rules. And for those who are new, even those who have been here since day one, please do a little refresher of those rules because some of them have been changed, clarified. So read those.
They've been adjusted. You know, they didn't put the rule on the hair dryer of don't use it in the tub until some idiot that tried to use it in the tub. Yeah. So some of the rules have been adjusted. So there's some clarification.
Yes. And the moderator's job is to follow, enforce those rules. So one of the rules is if you're going to argue with the moderator about
a rule,
you can find yourself the door. And that's not meant to be mean, but our moderators do this because they're passionate about our channel and they don't get paid at all.
And we've always said, for those of you that haven't been around for a year and a half since we've been live streaming 24/7, we'd rather have a quality community than a quantity community, right? I'd rather have 341 people here that are happy to be here than 3,000 people here and a bunch of bad apples. So we are not afraid to block people, to kick them out or whatever. So the rules have changed. Definitely take a look.
Well, they've been clarified too. Yeah. I know there was some confusion about the capitalizations of letters and stuff like that. And really that whole rule is just so, we can't read body language and voice inflection when it's typing. So when you capitalize or emphasize one word of a sentence, it can look like you are yelling.
Right.
So in order to smooth over the, I'm talking normal instead of like, it can be misunderstood as yelling. We don't want that. No. So don't let something like capitalization of letters
get you booted.
Change the whole mood of the room. Just take the gentle suggestions from the moderators and let's, enjoy and enjoy the goats.
That's it.
So that's that.
Let me go back to our list.
Excuse my cough.
So we did actually move the rules. I saw Brenda drop the link. They're actually off our website now because it's just easier to manage than it is to manage in the description. So in the description, there'll just be a link to the rules. You click on it, it'll bring you there.
We were running out of characters.
It's just too much.
In the description. Kept yelling at me, too many.
Yeah, this even goes back to, this goes to this one next, Liz.
Go ahead.
If you want to talk about this one here, I could talk about it.
Go ahead.
All right, so this one's a little interesting, but we're going to put it out there, guys. The internet's an interesting place. And what we don't want to see or hear or run into are people that say one thing inside our chat, but then go talk shit about us somewhere else. I'm sorry, I used a bad word, whatever. This is adult time. Q&A is adult time.
It is, because we drink wine.
We drink wine and beer. But my point is, there's a quote by somebody very famous. I won't even say who. It doesn't matter. And the quote goes like this. It says, "The internet doesn't change you. It exposes you." So in other words, we all know we're all in tons of different chat rooms, tons of different places. But just be you, and everything will work out. If you're in here saying one thing, but then somewhere else telling people Aaron and Liz are the worst people ever, they're in it for the money. Well, I've deleted people's Patreon's account because I know you talk shit about us somewhere else. I don't need your money if you're going to talk bad about me somewhere else. So I deleted you and took you out. So I just want to get that all out there. New rules. We want it to be a nice place to hang out, learn about goats, learn about how we raise our family, build a business, all here on a goat farm. You know, that's it.
Listen,
That's
and
what
if you don't like us, then please,
nobody's
by all
forcing
means,
you to watch.
By all means, go.
Yeah.
But what you're gonna get here is us 24/7. We are who we are, and we aren't trying to fake anything. So if you don't like it, you're entitled to your opinion.
Of course.
But I'm not going to want somebody who clearly doesn't like us on one platform and then comes into chat pretending like everything is okay. Because everything is not okay.
Yeah, no.
And a lot of our chatters see what other people say somewhere else.
Guys, we get hundreds of private messages, voicemails, phone calls all day long of, well, he said, she said, and I don't want to get into all that.
No. But the thing is, if you're going to put out the hate, get out the gate.
Oh, that was a good one.
Ooh.
High five.
That was a good one. All right, now we'll get to what you guys want to learn about. We're going to start.
I'm going to put that on a shirt.
We're going to start with disbudding versus dehorning.
Yes.
So the other day we did disbud about 7 to 8 goats, the babies.
Yeah. All the boys plus
Yeah.
Paisley and Ivy were disbudded yesterday.
Right. So we disbud for a number of reasons. Safety of the goat, safety of the handlers, the humans, and the American Dairy Breed.
The American Dairy Goat Association, the association that we show our goats with, dairy goats are actually not allowed to have horns.
Yep.
So they are
do
disbudding.
not dehorn. That's a totally different process.
So there was somebody said something in chat yesterday about, they're dehorning their goats. Now, I'm 100% sure that they really meant disbudding, but when there's false information like that, and you go and Google it, and then you see what dehorning actually looks like.
Yeah,
and
no.
They're just going to do that in the backyard? No.
Dehorning is a vet procedure. That is not what we do. Yeah. That is what you would have to do if you let them grow in and then decided to take them out. It's not.
It's done under anesthesia.
Yeah.
And it's actually something that we considered having to do to Giovanni because he was getting his. Now, he might look like he has horns. And if I hadn't seen him get disbudded by the farmer, I would have thought he was never disbudded because he's got scurs that look and have grown in just like horns.
Yeah.
So we actually instead, he was getting himself caught in the fence one summer, and we decided to just what do you call that?
We trim his horns.
Yeah.
Right. We saw them off as they start to say this is his head, and the horns start to grow. Once they start to get too long, we'll trim them like halfway
down
back
to like
up.
3
We have
inches
a
off
video
of
for
his
that. It's not has a lot of bad words in the beginning. Actually, only one bad word repeated like 4 times
because it was really funny.
But it doesn't hurt. There's tiny little blood in the spot. We spray it with some.
Well, so that's the thing is you're supposed to go like 3 inches above the base of the horn, and then there's no blood vessel there.
It's like trimming your nail. If you go too far, there might be a little blood.
Yeah.
But that's our
disbudding versus
dehorning
question. Right. So we disbud, we do not dehorn. As far as the auction, you want to go to auction?
You want to go to auction site? Sure. So,
oh boy,
that's not where I meant to go.
So next Q&A is what, the 14th?
14th.
It's a Saturday, and that's going to be our much anticipated auction.
Yep.
Look, it's going to be #chaos.
It's going to be chaos.
We are going to be auctioning off things. For those of you who are new, we are working on building a gate and getting electricity over to our other barn where a bunch of our babies from last year live, so that you guys can so that we can get internet over there, and then we can hook a camera.
So wait a second. YouTube's going to be running across our driveway all day long.
Yes.
And be like, I'm going to House of Pie. I'm going back to the
area. So we're going to make you guys
goodness.
a bridge. And
I say tunnel, not bridge. #tunnel.
I'm team bridge.
#tunnel.
Bridges are so much more fun.
Tunnel.
You got poop out. Who's going to scoop out the poop from the tunnel? What happens if it rains? Because it's never stopped raining here.
That's a good point.
gonna
Okay,
flood.
so the auction's coming up next week. We'll have information about when. We've got probably 10 items right now total.
I don't know. We're starting
to collect
There's a
them.
link on the fundraiser website at the very bottom, there's a link to the auction, and I'm working on it. It's a work in progress, but there are some items already there that you can look at a picture and read a description.
Now, they show out of stock on purpose.
Yes.
We're only using that page as like a preview page, kind of like a real auction. You get to go, preview some items. Ooh, out of all these items, those are the 2 I'm going to bid on. And that.
Yeah.
Then we're going to run like a real live auction.
Yeah.
Like, this is up for auction here. This is a blah, blah, blah.
Can of
so
beer.
used can of beer, half drink. What do you think?
It's horrible.
She says it's horrible, starting at $2. Anybody got $2? We'll
Negative
slow
$2.
down chat. We'll make chat pretty slow on purpose. We'll probably have to. And then we'll just run it like a real auction. And then we'll write down who the winner is. And then you'll get basically an invoice sent to you.
And you get 24 hours
and you get,
pay for that
maybe
item.
48. I might give you 48.
I don't know how it's really going to work.
And then pay for it and we ship it to you. That's it.
Yeah.
And all that money goes towards the gate project.
Right, which, by the way, we're just under $3,000 raised for the gate so far.
Nice job.
So it's really exciting. Yeah, I'm pretty
Very
excited.
good. So that's that. Chat rules we talked about. Gate fundraiser, auction items.
How about Moo La La?
Moo La La. You could talk about that.
We already talked about that. And that. And that.
Oh my God, you guys are killing it.
The
today.
internet.
Oh, Rainy update.
So talk about Rainy update.
So, Rainy's doing good. Excuse me, this wine is a little bubbly. For those of you who watched her give birth, she ended up developing milk fever, which we're always pretty watchful on our goats for. And she also developed a retained placenta, meaning she didn't clear out her uterus like the goats are supposed to. The issue with that is that can, once the cervix is closed, you can imagine nothing's really going to be passing through there. So anything that's left inside of it can become necrotic and infectious. So we did several things. We did a uterine wash. What was it, once?
2 or 3 times a day.
It was supposed to be once a day for 3 days, and I did it 2 times a day for 3 days.
So she got an extra clean.
Just while I was tired. It was just for that one day.
Yeah.
I read it as 3 times a day for 3 days instead of 1 time a day for 3 days. Oopsies. But yeah, maybe that extra washing
Helped out. You never know.
That and her milk fever seems to have subsided. She did get blood drawn, and that's how we did confirm milk fever. Mm-hmm. Her levels were really, 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 really low. But between
those are like copper, zinc, and
no,
what levels? You said levels, and I had no idea.
Calcium, phosphate, and magnesium. The calcium was pretty low, but the phosphate and the magnesium were extremely low, according to the vet.
Yeah.
So we did the calcium drench, which is the CMPK, which I tell you guys, if you're going to have goats, you need to have it on hand, because that's one of those things you don't have the hour it takes to get to Tractor Supply in order to give it to her before you need to give it to her. She needs it as soon as you know she's got it.
Right.
So we did that for twice a day for several days. Yep. And then weaned her off of it. And then the chopped alfalfa is actually really good for her.
And we have, chopped alfalfa here.
Whoa. Guys!
Slow down. So chopped alfalfa is one of those things that is very good in moderation. The other day, we put a little in a bucket for the goat. And
Dr. Carroll was here.
And the vet goes, whoa, that's too much. Don't give her that much. And we're like,
oh, you should have seen when Greta had
Greta had it all she can eat, right?
She was like, it was mounded.
It was mounded. But those buckets are so deep that they usually can't get to the bottom unless you're Lucy. She goes all the way to the bottom and finishes it. So my point is, we have enough chopped alfalfa to probably sink a ship. I think 10 just showed up today.
8 bags showed up today alone.
Right.
Guys.
And they're 40 pounds a bag.
I took it off my wish list.
and
No,
the UPS driver looks at us like we're crazy.
We're good for a while. The only
now, with that said, it's very hard to find second cut hay right now.
So we are going to be
So we
using
might supplement the chopped alfalfa for the second cut. And because if
we're
they're on,
so thankful to have the chopped alfalfa right now, because second cut hay is not only just hard to find, but it's really expensive this time of year because It's a once
Right.
it's gone, it's gone.
Right.
You can't get more until the second time you cut hay this year.
Right.
Which we're not even close to. Second cut usually happens
August.
in like August. So
Right. It's August cutting usually around here.
The closer we get to August, the more expensive the second cut's going to get.
What is, while we're still on this rainy subject and everything, what is actually milk fever?
Right. So I saw Tammy's
I saw that
question
pop up, and it just goes along with what we're talking about.
So milk fever happens when the goat's body changes, the metabolism changes from being pregnant to being in milk. And what happens is the body pulls all of those extra nutrients from itself, so like the bone, the muscle, all of that, and puts it into milk production. So what happens is that all those levels drop, and now you don't have the calcium, the magnesium, the phosphates or phosphorus to do your normal body function, so your organs. You can go into a coma from milk fever. So that's one of the reasons we want to make sure you catch milk fever quick, because it can make a goat go down real quick. Which Rainey was definitely showing us some signs, and that's why we really started treating as soon as we saw those.
Oh.
She started going off food. She started to just hang around and just lay down a lot, and zoning, so that stargaze look where she's like just looking off into nothing and not moving.
Yeah.
These were all signs that I'm like, no. So Dr. Kara came out 3 times in less than 36 hours to make sure that Rainey was getting her placenta passed and this milk fever under control.
Yep.
Hope that answered that.
Good stuff. I played with too many buttons on the
Yes, you
phone,
did.
so I messed it all up. Let's swing back. We're going to get to your questions in a minute.
Yeah, we're still not done with our updates.
We know that a lot of this stuff is what you guys want to know. So let's go into...
the tough ones.
Sure. Let's start with Ari.
Okay. So Ari was born to Rainey, who we just finished talking about, and her brother Frio. And right away we noticed that Ari was having a tough time breathing. So we were suctioning out her nose and trying to get her to breathe and stimulating her chest and everything. And at that point, I think we kind of, I don't know, over time we realized that her bottom jaw was disformed.
Mm-hmm.
And she had quite an overbite, which
we knew there was a lot going on there.
Which is really, her bottom jaw just wasn't, her overbite, her top jaw was fine. It's the the bottom jaw, which just didn't develop all the way out.
It was very loose.
Just stopped growing at one point. And then, I don't know how we determined that she had a cleft palate, other than we tried feeding her, and then it came out her nose or something.
She wouldn't even open her mouth, and that's when we started sticking her finger in to see what was going on.
So then we tried to feed her, and she wouldn't open her mouth. So we put our fingers in her mouth and felt around, and something felt different. And we only knew because we put our fingers in Frio's mouth, because this one must be normal. So let's feel what a normal one feels like. At that point, I called Dr. Kara, and she came out and said, well, we're going to tube feed her and see if she can figure out nursing on her own.
Right.
And during that time, so yay, we learned how to tube feed. During that time, one of the moderators reached out, and somehow...
By that
it was
point,
the next day.
By that point, we already mentioned to the audience that she has a cleft palate, which we didn't realize.
That night we realized we took her out of the barrel to try to get Mom to feed her.
Right.
And Mom rejected her.
By that point, Rainey rejected her, started pulling on her tail and kind of throwing her aside, which means Mom wants nothing to do with her.
It was really
She's
sad.
trying to protect her
Frio and herself.
That baby is going to be too much work in the animal kingdom.
It's going to attract predators.
Right. So
Rainey... It wasn't anything Rainey did wrong. She's
no,
not a bad mom.
She was being a normal animal.
Yeah.
Animal instinct is that I'm going to stick with this one.
Because this
Sorry,
one's healthy.
I'm not, that's what happened. So we took Frio inside.
Ari. We took
Ari inside. She slept in our bed. Stella had to sleep outside our bed for the first time.
First time ever.
She was the worst. The Aerie tube feeding her every 3 hours was not a problem compared to this one. All night long, non-stop for like 3 days or a day and a half, really.
It
Whatever.
was 2 nights.
Oh, it was ridiculous. I almost slept on the couch with her because it would have just made life easier.
Well, the cutest part was that when Aerie, right at 3 hours on the dot, she jumped out of her cardboard box that she was sleeping in with, like, she had a heating pad and towels and another towel. And right at that 3 o'clock mark, she don't wake up the beast.
Okay.
She jumped out of her cardboard box and would like sit on my chest, like
right,
all over my face.
So with all that said, one of the chatters reached out to the
one of the
moderators and
a lurker, not even a chatter.
A lurker, right?
I'm pretty sure she's a chatter now.
Yep. Reached out to the moderators and told us about the Mia Foundation. Within hours, they were on the phone, the Mia Foundation and Liz.
I sent them one email, and within like 10 minutes, Sue was calling me.
They have a specialty or a history with pallets, cleft pallets, mostly dogs, but they've done a goat before. And to make a long story short, watch Syman Says Saturday 124 if you haven't already.
Yeah. So
what are you doing?
Getting cupcakes. So Aerie's at the Mia Foundation now. They're out of Rochester, New York. They have a Facebook page, which I think I already saw the moderators drop. And they're doing a really good job of keeping us updated on Aerie. I'm pretty sure Aerie has a doctor's appointment at Cornell on Monday, I want to say. And the best news we've gotten so far is that they're
assembling a team.
They're assembling a whole team for Aerie. Nutrition team, a ear, nose, throat doctors, but they need Aerie to get bigger. They have to get her to, like, I think they said
almost 4 to 5 months before they can do a surgery. So it's every 3 hour tube feeding for 4 months.
I have a question.
Hold on, we have a question.
Yeah.
Is there any way we could go on a road trip someday?
Yes.
I might be able to ask.
Yes,
Sue,
that might
she'll let us come.
Just for visit.
Yeah.
That might be
it's
a possibility.
Long road trip just to visit. It might be an overnight.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know a place to do the overnight.
Oh.
Yeah, Dad's house is like an hour and a half from Rochester.
Oh. Okay.
So
we might want a hotel.
That's a good point. Yeah, I get it. Dad, if you're watching, no
Sorry,
disrespect.
no disrespect. What was I gonna say though?
So basically,
but she has probably the worst cleft palate.
She has no palate. Let's
palate.
clarify. There's no palate.
Well,
there is
and
no.
we didn't know at the time.
And if you're out there Googling what's a palate, I'm just saying.
It's the roof of your mouth.
It's the roof of your mouth. So when fluid goes in, it can circle back around and come right out the nose. Yeah. So it creates this very difficult. Eating's almost impossible.
Well, so eating is not happening. She's tube feeding 100%.
Yep.
The biggest concern is that at any given moment, she can literally aspirate on her own saliva.
Right.
So we don't want her to get pneumonia. That's the biggest struggle she's going to have from now until the point where she can even be old enough to have a surgery.
Right.
Yeah, Mary Lou, quit rubbing your eyes.
Oh, it's getting worse, guys. I don't know.
Flush?
I think I might have to go wash my eye.
They're telling you just to go wash it. They'll wait.
I might have to.
Run your eyeballs.
All right, which one are you going to next then while I'm gone?
Oh. Yeah, that's not really, you can't leave for that. My God, Tyler.
What is he doing?
So I know everybody wants to know about Nevaeh, and I'm going to try to get through this without crying, and I forgot.
We have no tissues.
Forgot my tissues, and I'm pretty sure my mascara is not waterproof. So this is going to be amazing. I'm going to do it very textbook, very harsh, very science, because if I start thinking about my emotions, then they'll come up here, and you'll all see them. So Nevaeh was the first baby born of Moo's triplets, and right off the bat, we noticed that when she delivered, she screamed out what we thought was just like, hey, I have a powerful set of lungs, hear me, I'm an independent woman.
I'm a triplet, it was really tight in there.
I'm a triplet, and I'm happy to be out here.
Right.
That cry quickly changed from, hey, I'm alive and I'm happy to be here, to ouch.
Yeah, this is not normal.
This hurts. Yeah. And her head tilted backwards over her shoulders, like she had some kind of neurological problem. So we scooped her up, and I held her. I think I passed her off to you, or I don't remember. We delivered
all of us.
We delivered the other two babies who really came back to back.
Yeah.
So Roman came next, and then Jules came like 2 minutes after him.
Right. Which, by the way, is only the second time we've had to deal with triplets. Third time. Danica was first.
Yeah. I mean, not Danica. Cassie was first, then Danica, and then Moo.
Yeah.
So once we realized that Nevaeh's crying wasn't normal and she couldn't prop herself up sternally, I excused myself to call Dr. Kara, who sadly I woke up, but that's her job, so she's fine. And she gave us some tips on what to do. She said to tube feed her so that she gets that colostrum, because maybe she's just having a deficit of some kind, and the colostrum is liquid gold. That's the best thing that we can get for her. Wrap herself up in a towel tightly and just rub. Just rub. And Dr. Kara, being Dr. Kara, is very matter of fact. She goes, Liz, me driving down, this was the second time I'd called her that night. Mm-hmm. Me driving down there, after this didn't work, she went from screaming out in pain to she went limp.
Yeah, she actually got quieter as we fed her, which we knew was a problem.
I thought maybe that wasn't a problem. I thought maybe she was just going to digest her food. And then we went to go put her down on the ground to see if she had any kind of muscle, leg strength. And she just went limp. There was no more screaming. There was no more head thing. There was nothing. And so I called I called Dr. Kara, but that's me saying shut up and get back down there. Those were my feels. They were starting to come up. Okay. So I called Dr. Kara back, and she said, honestly, Liz, you've already done everything I would do, and she's either going to live or she's not. So keep her wrapped up, rub her, and we'll see what happens. And then it was just a matter of a few hours.
We did that for a few hours.
We did that for
almost
3.
It was almost 3 hours.
I don't remember what time she was born at, but she passed away at 3:18 a.m.
Yeah.
So it was only about 2.5 to 3 hours of us, and we never stopped.
And the last half an hour was when we really realized.
We just said, it's okay to go.
Yeah.
Because at that point we knew.
And let me remind you, we were trying to protect not only our emotions, but yours. Yeah. All at the same time.
Knowing that we couldn't update you as to what was happening, because we didn't know what was happening.
Right.
So we tried to do everything off camera. It was not going to be a teachable moment.
Yeah, it was not a teachable moment. It was one thing we were concerned about a year ago when we went live in our barn.
What if the worst case scenario happens?
The worst case scenario happens live on YouTube, and we end up in a zone that basically forgets YouTube's even here.
For a little while there, we did forget that YouTube was there, and we put the baby down to see if she could do anything.
And you guys saw it,
and
it's one of the reasons the video of Moo's birth will never come out. It's not a teachable moment. If you saw it, I kind of apologize that you saw it, because again, I was trying to protect our emotions, Liz's emotions, like the people that were here, and knowing there's 580 or 600 people watching,
feeling completely helpless,
feeling it. They shouldn't be seeing this,
no.
But that's kind of on the back burner right now. That's not important.
Right.
But so it was an interesting goosebump situation to be in, knowing that you guys want to be involved, but at what point did we cross the line? Heck, at what point did we cross the line for YouTube standards? Because there's certain things you're not supposed to air live on YouTube. So I'm trying to oh my God, I got to turn off audio. I turned off audio. Mm-hmm. I got to turn this camera in a way where they can see the two happy babies, but not. And the next thing I know, so it was a touchy situation. So now let's go to where we're at science-wise.
In order to sleep well at night, we talked things over with the vet, and I asked her, can we do a necropsy to figure out what happened to Nevaeh? And is it something because what we had Ari, are these related?
Yeah.
Frio's slow. Frio's special. Frio's not a normal baby either. So, and he's getting there, but for how old is he now? 5 days old?
5 days?
6 days
6
old?
days? Yeah,
He is now just starting to get to the point where he's bouncy.
Right.
And his ears still aren't quite right. So we don't know. It's very unlikely that one baby can be born with a defect as severe as Aries, and have Ari have no other defects, and she does. She has 2 that we know of. You don't know internally, which is why pooping was such a big thing. Poop was so
important, right?
Dr. Kara had said one of the most common birth defects is that the poop chute is not connected to the outside body.
Right.
So then they can't defecate.
Right.
As you can imagine, that's going to be a problem. Excuse me. So when she pooped, that's why we were so happy. But so she, thinking that, Frio might have some issues, and then we went right into Moo's birth, and then Nevaeh had her issues. We start thinking about the whole Alpine herd. What happened? Is it something with Grayson? He's the only common denominator. So because Nevaeh was the only one that passed away, she's the only one that we can get answers from. So we sent her off to UConn on Monday, and we got the preliminary report, which is just this broad overview of the gross findings, the things that we can see without doing extensive testing. Right. So what they found on those testings were a lot of fluid where fluid shouldn't have been. So she had fluid in her thorax, she had fluid in her abdomen, and she had lungs that had edema, so swelling of the lungs. That doesn't give us any answers.
Nope.
And unfortunately, oh God, somebody's like, Frio's 11 days old.
Yep. Frio's 11 days old. Yeah.
I know, these days
it's been a long.
We're a little slow too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Frio's 11 days old and he's now just getting bouncy.
That's what.
He's 10 days behind.
He's 10 days behind.
When it comes to being bouncy, he should have been bouncy. You guys see it.
Yeah.
Charlotte's twins are the youngest ones in the
barn.
barn.
Those ones are
and they're jumping on top of mom already.
Yeah. 2 days later.
So he's a little slow, but he's eating and he's doing everything he needs to do for right now.
Yeah.
And he's a happy little guy. He's just special.
Yep.
Okay, so UConn said all of the other pathology and stuff like that, testing.
Yeah, will take some time.
That's gonna take some time, like 3-4 weeks type of time. So I think that's one of the major reasons Charlotte's birth was such a big relief, because Coco and Chanel were born super healthy and their ears are fine.
Yeah.
I don't know, they don't seem to be affected by whatever the rest of the Alpines were affected by.
Right.
I don't know. Dr. Kara does not believe in coincidences, so
she's a scientist. She's a doctor. She's all about science.
So,
right.
That's that. But you already said we're not going to air. We're not going to turn.
No.
News delivery public. There's no value there educationally. There's nothing.
No, I mean, this is what I'll say. We have it. As of right now, it is not going public. If something comes back from that and says, it's this, we figured it out, it's from some mosquito in Africa, it's called the blah, blah, blah disease.
We've had that.
We've had this.
It's called Cache Valley virus, which is something that we are testing for. So my
point is, if it comes back and says, this is what it is, this is what it is, I could create a very educational, if you ever see this, this is what your goat has, 2-minute video, like, to help another farmer that's struggling, like, oh my God, this is what happened. I don't know what it is. Let me look up, goat throws head behind whatever and finds our video. And it's like, oh my God, you guys went through the same thing. You see what I mean? Mm-hmm. There is education there, but right now, there's nothing. Not coming out. It's that simple.
Yep.
I've had voicemails on our phone. When's the video coming out? It's not happening. And
don't
people.
call.
Don't call.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Not sorry.
That t-shirt's coming soon too. Sorry,
not sorry.
Okay, last one, Moolala. And then we're to you guys.
Oh my God. So
We're an hour in and we haven't answered any of their
not
questions.
a single question.
29.
Yes, but we've answered lots of their questions already because we were going to have to go over all of this. Sorry we've been doing all the talking and you guys are like,
Yeah, just sit back and listen.
Okay,
Yep.
so Moolala, oh my God. Moolala, Moo turned 5 yesterday.
Moo did turn 5. Moo, you don't even know this yet. And thank you, those of you that followed me on my work YouTube channel. Moo made it into today's YouTube video.
Your work video.
Yes, my company's amazing.
Her and her birthday hat.
My company gives, so I make YouTube videos for a technical company, and they give. Yeah, those guys.
Yeah, these guys.
I forgot I was wearing the hat.
Not sponsored by.
Not sponsored.
Actually, you are.
Sort of.
You're totally paid.
Yeah, I'm total, but that's not sponsored.
Sponsored by.
Okay.
Not sponsored by.
But they give me complete It's amazing. They give me complete 100% artistic freedom to make any videos I want for their technical YouTube channel. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting older. Technology's getting older. I'm going to make a video that kind of relates the two together because it was my birthday and it talked about like rotary phones and like weird old technology. Oh, it did. It has the sound.
I know. I watched the videos.
Yeah.
Like the first video I ever watched.
So, and it was fun and entertaining and I got Moo's picture in it. I wonder if my boss has seen it yet. She doesn't watch all the videos, but when she watches them, she usually thinks they're pretty funny. So she actually watched one goat give birth live, the first goat of the season. Not
Sadie?
Thor and 80.
Yeah, no, Thor and 80 were like a month in.
They were the first of the season.
The first ones after that.
Sadie,
Round 2.
Sadie, Paisley, and Ivy.
She watched
so
Sadie.
So Goofy Pest asked what my glass says. It says wine because adulting is hard. And that was the nicest glass I could find that wasn't like mean.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was my thank you, and then Moolala. Thank you for watching.
Okay.
And
Moolala has been...
It's not sold out, just so you know.
Absolutely amazing, first of all. We don't have very many bottles left, but there are still a couple.
Right. Let me just tell you guys this.
There's not much left.
You guys are amazing. And
100%.
Yesterday was our biggest day ever on our website.
You guys beat Black Friday.
Yesterday beat
How does that even happen? Moo beat Black Friday.
One product.
And
Moolala
top sales
beat all of the sales for Black Friday. So that's an amazing accomplishment.
Yeah. Go Moo.
Thank you very much.
Director of Marketing. Director of Marketing.
Yeah.
Clearly she took some classes. But yeah. Let me see actually before I go and spew that we have.
Until you have more left.
We have Moolala.
So I'm going to answer Lori's question because I just saw it pop up quickly. It said something about putting babies together to play. Guys, that's coming soon. We can't rush the process. We still have babies that are only like 2-3 days old.
Yes, we have a couple bottles
and we
left.
know that you guys would like all the babies together. Heck, we would like them together. It's more entertaining.
Charlotte's babies are only 3 days old, guys.
It does make it harder for us for feeding. Right now, it's super simple to feed because everybody's in their own pen. But once they're all together, now the moms have to come out, and getting them in and out is harder.
We need at least 2 weeks before.
We need that. Those youngest babies have to be about 2 weeks. Yeah. Then we start rearranging the barn and taking down FEMA trailers and figuring out.
I wanna equate this because a lot of our audience is female and a lot of our audience has had kids.
Yes.
Imagine if all your best friends came over your house 3 days after you had a baby.
And wanted to stay there forever.
And wanted to have play dates with their babies.
Yeah. 3 days is
not enough time. So we need to give them a couple more.
Yeah. I mean, some of the babies, it is enough time. I mean, they're getting there.
Paisley and Ivy are getting old enough, and they've been disbudded now. But now it comes down to there's just not enough room, and I don't want them outside now.
Right, we cannot let these babies outside. The holes in the fence are still too big.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason.
Especially for a La Mancha baby.
It's the whole reason we don't launch the goat snuggles until later, because by then the babies can go outside and they don't fit through the holes in the fencing. So there's all a method to the madness. Yes.
Yep.
I think
we might be ready for...
We might be done.
I'm breathing.
For now, we are done.
No, we're not done.
We are pretty
We're not
much
done. Can you scroll up?
Up?
I forgot one thing.
You mean down?
Down, up, whatever. This one.
That one?
Yeah. So we had last year, for those of you who were here, Deandra had babies, twin babies, and they flew out of her so fast. And we had we had somebody from the Air Force deployed over in Southeast Asia who was in Chad at the time, and their family was also in Chad at the time.
In Texas, I think.
In somewhere.
Or Colorado. I don't know. I don't remember.
Like Louisiana?
God, who knows?
Horrible memory. And anyway, we let them pick the babies' names, and they named them after the Air Force, and they were named Tango and Tally. And this year, while Lucy was having her twin boys, we had a member of the Army who's also deployed out in Afghanistan, and we named the boys after him.
Yeah, it was twin boys. And
his name was Matthew James.
He had two first names, so we took them.
So we took them and said, Matthew James. We were also very tired.
Yeah, we were very tired. And you know what? We're very
big supporters of the armed forces.
Yeah, my dad did 35 years in the Army. That's the only job he ever had. Well, no, not true. He was a police officer for a little bit, too. But then he went military and did that from like 19 years old all the way until he fully retired. So I lived that life. Never really had to...
You weren't really a brat.
I wasn't really a... No.
Like where you had to move.
Right, where I had to move. Brat. He moved constantly, but it was always in Connecticut. But and then our friends around here, we got Rob in the Navy. Right. Our old friends...
Jamie
and Jen were also Navy.
Nice job. You can't
I know. I couldn't.
Your
I almost said
names.
it. I almost said it backwards. That's why.
Fine. Yeah. So
and then we even had that. Oh my gosh, there was
Amy and the other
Amy.
His name Jamie too.
His name was Jamie too. That's why. Yeah.
And oh my God.
I think that was another military.
Their kid's name was different. Okay.
So a lot of military around here.
Anyway, so now Matthew James is like recruiting chatters for us.
Yep.
And he's got a friend Joey who comes into chat every once in a while. And it's Joey's birthday today.
Yeah, so happy birthday, Joey.
So I really would love for, I don't know if he's going to see it, if either one of them.
Oh, we got another Air Force family, Sarah.
Sweet. I don't know if Matthew James is here or if Joey's here, but I would really love for the community, for our village, to wish Joey a happy birthday. He's a young guy who's serving our country, and he's doing it without his family today. So, yeah. Feel free to leave some emojis and some happy birthday wishes.
So 47 minutes in, somebody just said the sound is very low. I wish I asked that question earlier.
Oh, see, Joey is here.
Joey is here.
So is Matthew.
So is Matthew.
Oh, that sounds not low, guys. I have it. Based on my numbers, it is high.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not going to turn it up. Turn it up on your end.
Yep. Crank it.
Yep.
All right.
So they are there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, and Terry's retired Air Force too. So that's
nice.
Really cool. We got some of the branches represented.
All right. So
I'm just going to let the birthday wishes come in.
The only other question I had in here.
You guys are on slow mode and you're still blowing up chat.
They're so good.
Nobody's going to be able to talk for a minute now.
That's okay. I saw a question earlier.
Yeah, good luck trying to find it.
Angie's got one.
When goat kids, multiple kids, do they always have their own sack or can they share a sack?
Ooh, I asked that. It's their own, right?
So, okay, I know all of our birthday wishes are still coming in.
That's okay.
We have our first question of the night.
First official question of the night. And the question, I don't know who asked it.
That was Michelle.
Michelle asked if when the babies are born, if you have a multiples, are they born in the same sack or are they born in their own individual sacks? So I don't think, and I don't know if we've ever.
I asked you that, and you always said own sack.
No, I'm trying.
I don't know.
No, they are in their own sack. That would be fraternal twins.
Right.
I don't recall ever having identical twins, and I don't even know if that's really.
I don't know either.
Anyway, yes, they all. If you notice, when the babies are born, you always see a bubble, and then it pops, and then we're always looking for hooves or nose. I'm gonna pour that.
I know.
Stop rubbing your eyes. Chinese.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we look for the bubble first, and then the hoof.
Yeah, if you
with the nose
notice,
laying on top.
if you notice, and I'll use Stella as an example. I'm going to miss that question. Quick, answer it. There was a question there, and I missed it. So when when the baby goats come out, right, they need to be coming out like this, right? And if you notice, the paws are facing down, right? So I'm coming out of the birth canal, paws are facing down. Whose baby came out backwards?
Sadie's.
So
Sadie. Sorry,
Charlotte's baby came out backwards. Look what happens when the back feet are coming first. The paws and the toes are facing up. That's yes, they are.
You should really stop talking.
Look, yes, they are.
All right, now visualize this, okay? When you're hanging over the side of a bed, okay, your hands are facing your tippy toes, right? Or your fingertips are down like this. They're just dangling, right?
Right.
Now, when you're laying on your belly,
right? So if you lay on your back and your feet are facing over, they were
on your belly.
On your belly.
You're gonna be on your belly still.
Yeah. I was right. Look at
okay. I said it wrong. No, I said it wrong.
I was so.
You
right.
have to envision not dangling. You're not dangling. Your hands are out extended like this, right? Yep. And then your feet have to be the same thing. Now do it and hang over a bed. Your fingertips are pointing upwards. No, stop. Don't be confused.
Keep going.
Both your hands and your feet have to be flexed like this.
Got it.
In order for this visual to make sense.
To work.
Over the end of a bed. I don't know why I say it over the end of a bed.
Right here.
No, but you have to be on your belly.
Oh, I'm not getting on my belly. Never mind, guys. I confused
When you're
everyone.
on your belly, everybody, if you have a couch or a bed, do you need me to demonstrate?
No.
Okay, on your belly, when you're hanging over the side, your hands are like flexed like this.
Yep.
Your fingertips are pointing up to the sky, right?
Got it. Yeah.
Now, if you were on your belly and your feet were hanging over the side,
yep.
Your toes would be like, because your feet are still flexed.
Right.
Your toes would be pointing down there.
Right.
So when I saw...
Just the same thing I just showed you with Stella. Same thing. Keep going. Yep, when you saw...
That's it.
When you saw...
So when I saw... Charlotte's, that's it. I saw the little hooves were pointing to the ground.
The hooves are pointing the wrong way. That baby needed to come out.
As soon as possible.
As soon as possible.
Yeah, like one contraction. Technically, it was 2 contractions.
Yes.
And done.
Yep. I don't know how we got there, but thank you, Stella.
You changed the subject.
Thank you, Stella, for being our little model, because my demonstration was correct. Next question, please.
Will you keep any babies other than Gia?
Cannot answer that question at this time. I feel like I'm on, what's that when you're subpoenaed to the Supreme Court or something?
Oh, you plead the fifth?
I plead the fifth.
Yep.
Don't get me in trouble.
Can we see your birthday present from the PA girls?
What?
That was not my birthday present.
What's it? Oh, no.
Yep.
Are you guys talking to me?
Yes.
So, all right, let's just clarify here. I hate the Steelers, and I've been getting a lot of Steelers stuff sent to me in the mail, including a toothbrush, which I don't understand why, and a towel. Let me clarify. I don't hate the Steelers. I just don't like them. And I don't really watch much football. I don't have much time for it. And I have an old Patriot sweatshirt. So that's what I've been receiving as presents from the ladies or whoever sending this stuff. No more. I don't need it. Save your money. Donate it to the gate. Something. Yeah. No need for that. Auction off the Steelers toothbrush. Yes. I don't think anybody will buy it. Just kidding. We'll keep it.
A couple people in Pennsylvania might, but
yeah,
they can also go to Walmart and get their own.
Yeah. All right, what's
but
up?
Maybe if you use it now, it's ew.
Okay, Nicole, I think that's the second time Nicole said that, and I missed the question, so I don't know if you're going to have it there. She's trying to get us to keep more goats.
I know, everybody is.
Like a whole bunch of them.
Everybody. I'm pretty sure if we listened to everybody, we would have, nobody would leave.
I think.
Listen, I want Jules.
Patrick.
And Chanel.
I know.
Patrick.
And Roman.
What kind of fish do you have in the fish tank?
Cichlids.
They're African cichlids. And I think there's like 3 of them.
3 of them.
Now.
There used to be
was
12.
a lot more at one point.
Look, it's Tyler's tank, and he doesn't take very good care of it.
Are Romeo and Liz go with that type of queen
No,
question?
we're skipping so many questions.
Okay, go ahead. What do you got?
All right, say their name, though, so that they know.
Okay, Claudia wants to know, can we have a Greta ringtone?
A Greta ringtone. That
I
we can
think
possibly
or
work
an alarm.
on.
Yeah, it should be more like an alarm.
Yeah.
JMUE says, how is your oldest son doing?
Jake's doing good.
He's doing great. He's off at youth group right now, and he's about to turn 14 on Sunday.
Yeah.
14. I can't even complain to you.
No.
But I understand your pain.
Yeah.
That's what Blue Bottle is for.
Blue Bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's our favorite wine.
Claudia also wants to know, which baby is your favorite, Aaron? I'm assuming the newer babies.
The
favorite
one you can remember their name.
No, I don't.
Which is your favorite baby?
No, I don't have a favorite baby. I don't think the two little ones in Sadie's pen are pretty darn cute.
What are their names?
But I have no idea.
Are you sure it's Sadie?
Yeah, because I have to go through there to get to the rabbit tree, so I see them all the time. They jump on me every time I open and close the door. They try to run out, but they're also kind of the oldest in the barn, so they're super bouncy. But other than that, no.
Can't remember their names though.
No, no idea.
Okay.
No.
Paisley and Ivy.
I was
Stop rubbing your eyes!
I was gonna say Paisley.
Stop.
That's so funny. I was gonna say that. Yeah.
Carol says she has friends that are lurking from Tennessee who love your goats after the tornado this week.
Oh, I'm so glad
So
they're
we just
okay.
want to let you know that your channel is healing a lot of folks.
Oh man, I saw those tornadoes. That was heartbreaking.
My videographer I'm working with on a project for work is from Tennessee, and he went out the next day with his drone and helped some drone footage type stuff. Yep.
And stuff.
Yep, he was down there. We actually moved a conference call around so he can go help.
Yeah, that was
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, anytime we have natural disasters like that, but I really feel horribly because a lot of those tornadoes hit in the middle of the night.
They do.
Can you imagine how scary that is to be woken up by just destruction? I can't imagine. And then the people who lost loved ones and
I don't know if that's where you're at.
Bryant.
Yes, that's exactly where I'm at.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So can you update your Amazon list? We pretty much did.
We're trying to not request anything and push anything anybody wants to do towards the gate because it's such a major project. Yeah. I can go buy some alfalfa or a bucket or whatever.
The only thing that's on there right now are food bins for the grain bins.
Yeah.
And
the little ones.
The little ones that we're running low on because everybody's doing minerals.
What about towels? We did need a couple towels.
So
we are almost out of towels, but don't start sending a bunch of towels.
Don't send towels.
Because the last ones we picked were wrong, and that was our fault. They were kind of gross.
So they were microfiber, and apparently, hay sticks to microfiber.
Yeah, it sticks. You can never get it out.
And it doesn't come out in the laundry.
Yep.
So unfortunately, they were one-use towels.
Yep.
And I apologize. It was my mistake.
So we're working on that
again. But don't send towels. I got towels. It's fine. We only have 2 more babies left, 2 more moms, and we can do that. Do they ever agree with each other?
That was funny.
It does happen.
It does.
No, it does happen when you guys speak at the same time. The same exact phrase.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Liz, read that one.
Have any of your other goats drank their own milk like Rainey did this morning?
What'd I miss?
Okay, so let me update my friend Andrew, who wasn't here at the time.
So whoever missed it this morning, here you go.
Okay, so Rainey, because little Frio is slow, he doesn't, that's not the reason. He's also just a single baby, and Rainey makes way too much milk. Thunder didn't drink all of Rainey's milk last year either. Anyway, so we milk Rainey in the mornings because she gets engorged, which then means Frio can't eat what is there. So I milked her out. I went to put the pail down so I could jump up and over, like fluff up her stall and jump up and over the trailer, FEMA trailer. And next thing you know, her head is in the milk pan, drinking, slurping her milk like it's warm molasses water. She drank her own milk.
Oh my gosh.
No, nobody has ever done that in our barn before.
Huh.
Ever.
Huh.
So, Faye, I'm going to answer your question. How long does the director of marketing, and it's not the director, but
Yes,
that's
she
okay.
is.
I am not the director of marketing.
You aren't who she's talking about. She's talking about Moo.
Oh, you're right. She is. I thought she was talking about me. Yeah, no, I don't get any time off. Neither does
You are
Mo.
not the director of anything on this farm.
I am not. Anything. Yeah.
Clearly she doesn't get very long off because she was just wearing a birthday hat yesterday and selling Moolala.
Yes.
So she don't get much time off.
Yeah.
You thought
All right.
she was talking about
Matthew
you.
James. He's asking me if I'm going to allow you to keep Matthew or James.
Allow me.
Allow? I don't. I'm not in
Ooh,
control
those
of
are
it.
fighting
I'm not in
words.
control of any of that. If it was up, never mind.
Unfortunately, because we kept 3 weathers last year,
Yeah.
we are not planning on keeping any weathers this year.
Yeah.
Roman. I had a tickle.
You had a tickle? Roman tickle? Is that what
It was an epic tickle.
Yeah.
You should have felt it in there.
Yeah. Oh my god. All right, not a question.
He has curly hair. How do you be like,
Okay,
Be
Nicole.
your next
I think you've posted this a couple times. It's not a question, but I think you need to keep Coco Chanel, Jules, and maybe a couple Alpine, and a Tog, and a Lamont. No. The
while
answer
you're
is
at it,
no.
you might as well keep Frio too.
Might as well.
That's what she said.
Yep. Nope. All right. Have you?
Kathy asked, "Have you ever had a baby born hollering before they came out of the womb?"
Oh my
No.
God.
So let's
Coco
recap.
was one of a kind.
Coco. Yes.
We watched that 3 times.
I must
back
have
to
watched her like cry, her take her first breath and talk, cry, bleat, whatever. And my face, clearly, we had never seen this happen before.
back. You have to cut that part out as a
And
video.
make it into a meme
Yes.
or something, or not a meme, a GIF.
Yeah.
Over
it's
and
great.
over and over again. Oh my god, it was epic. No, we've never had a baby cry while
Still in the womb.
they're still in the birth canal.
Halfway. Brenda, I saw that. I know hate is a bad word or a strong word. I get it. I don't hate your Steelers. I just don't like them. What kind of fish do you have and how many? We already answered that.
Strongly dislike.
Yeah. Whoa,
Oh,
I got
yeah,
lost. Hang on,
jumps.
that's why I highlight so I can find it again. When it jumps, I can go back to the
Oh,
highlight.
Why does it
wow.
jump like that?
Because it's just trying
Like
to
a
catch us.
refresh?
Yeah, it's like a
Gotcha.
refresh. Right here, Liz, go ahead.
So Typo Queen asked, "Are Roman and Jules okay then? Are they developing normally as they should?" As far as we know, everything is okay. I've been trying to send the same video to Dr. Kara to show her the only concern I have about Roman is just the way he breathes. He's fine. It's, he's eating, he's bouncy, he's growing, he's happy, his tail wags. But he breathes like he is running a marathon all the time. But it's not raspy, and he has no fever, so it's not pneumonia.
Yeah, no.
So I don't know. It's one of those things where I don't know.
All right, go to that one.
Judy asked, Judy Lapalme,
Yes.
is that the name? When the babies are born, are they able to sustain their own body temperatures, or does that come in with time?
I would say they have to get dried off first.
It comes with
especially
time.
because it's cold and they get dried off, and then yes.
I would say the first 24 hours they need that supplemental heating, and depending on what the temperature is outside,
Right.
they can either get cut off of that if it's warm, or if it's still cold like it typically is in February and early March,
Yeah.
then they stay with the heating barrels. Now you guys have seen, and I'm sure there's a question somewhere, why are we turning certain heating barrels off and keeping others on? That comes down to just the age of the baby, if they're a singleton or not.
And the temperature.
And the temperature outside. Right now, Frio does not have a heat lamp, and he doesn't need one. He cuddles up with his mom. He's laying in.
And he's a big boy. He's a good size.
He's laying in a pile of second cut hay.
Yeah.
So no, if I thought any of them were cold, they would get a heat lamp.
Right.
But nobody's shivering.
And my electric bill's too high.
Unusually warm for early March, end of February. It's crazy.
This is Lynn.
Yes.
Right?
That's the candy.
Lynn, yes, we received the whole bag of candy and we ate half of it while packaging up all the Moo Moo lotion.
No, don't lie.
I ate half of it. Can you guys tell?
The stuff from
right here.
It's still there.
Oh,
yeah.
that was good.
I'm now just envisioning that the person who was like, do they ever agree on anything? And I'm like, no.
No, not usually.
No. Is that such a bad thing?
No, not at all.
I don't think so.
Jen asks.
Jen Wise.
Yeah.
Will Rainey be able to breed in this fall with all she went through with her delivery? That's a question we're going to have to answer later. She's not like, we've had a retained placenta before. Deandra had a retained placenta with Poppy when Poppy was born. She also had a dying, like a dead baby in her who was like...
That was a long...
Rotting.
Yeah.
Poppy was... Well, I think people know Poppy's story because it's written down in the blog.
Yeah.
But Poppy was born under special circumstances. And the question of whether we were going to be able to breed Deandra came into play. And as long as she makes a full recovery, there shouldn't be a reason. No. Now, if it becomes an issue where they continue to have tough deliveries like that, then if she has a tough delivery next year, we'll really have to consider.
She'll be retired.
We'll really have to consider whether we breed her again.
Go for this one.
But she's young and she's got time on, age on her side.
Yeah.
From Waif, I learned how to pronounce her screen name. Do twins advance quicker because they have each other? That is kind of one of those things where I feel like if Frio had a healthy sibling, I don't think he would be as behind as he is.
Yeah.
I think a lot of his issue could just be boredom. He doesn't have a friend to play with. That's like the single child versus the, child who grows up with sisters or brothers, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's just a little encouragement from the other goat. Yeah.
I don't know. Especially like that's a tough one because I don't know, but I think in my brain, maybe. When is Thor getting fixed? So I'm actually looking to see. She's going to look up the date.
Thor's getting fixed very soon.
He is only 8 weeks old, and he needs to be 10 to 12 weeks old before he can get fixed. And there's no chance of him being fertile at this point.
Yeah, a Moo Moo ringtone.
Moo
doesn't make much noise.
She's
just a weirdo.
Very low, like closed mouth talk, where Greta is very open mouth talk. Nettie asked, will you do another Who's Your Daddy for the new audience? The Who's Your Daddy? Like remember the Syman Says Farms? Syman Says Saturday episode? So
This Syman Saturday. So I know somebody's going to ask it here eventually, and I'm surprised I haven't seen it yet. Will you show us a close-up of the goats after Q&A? The answer tonight is no. You have 2 cameras out there, and tomorrow's Syman Says Saturday is pretty much going to be all close-ups of the baby goats.
We're going to go through each set of babies and get you close-ups and maybe even point out, hey, while you're watching on the live cam, here's how you can tell this twin from this twin.
And show you the dads and all that stuff. So that's what Syman Says Saturday is going to be for tomorrow. That should post on Sunday sometimes. We do have another crazy birthday weekend. Tyler's and Jake's friends are sleeping over, so it's going to be crazy.
That's why we have Q&A tonight and not tomorrow.
I might not get that that Syman Says Saturday out till Monday. I don't know.
Just be patient, but it's going to be really good.
It's pretty much going to be all baby goats, so you don't want to talk to us. You want to see baby goats. Yeah, that's it.
It's true.
Yeah, it won't be as good as last Syman Says Saturday. That one was
sad.
That was
we need happy.
It was a good.
It'll be as good.
It was a good way to tell the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michelle asked, did we find out how many kids Harper will have?
Where did you see that?
Just above Michelle A's.
Right above.
Oh, right
above
there.
Michelle McKinney.
Oh.
So no, Harper was confirmed pregnant via blood work. So, and she's too far along now to be able to have any kind of accuracy in telling how many are in there.
Yeah.
Her family history says she'll have singletons, but a singleton.
Yeah.
I mean, you never know.
Right. So Michelle asked again.
Different Michelle.
A different Michelle. Michelle A. Did Aaron? Did you give Ari mouth to mouth? No, I did not. I was removing with a sucker. Nose sucker. A human nose sucker. It's the same thing. All the saliva and stuff from her mouth, because remember it all.
We didn't know at the time.
We didn't know at the time.
That, I mean, we were sucking out like.
I only had to do mouth
idea.
to mouth on a goat once.
We've done
one. Yeah.
Yeah, and we got him back.
And we got him back. Yeah.
Val NC wrote, "I love Frio. Is his coat silver?"
Yeah,
his
I don't
coat
think
is.
So.
You know, I think his coat is gray, white, black. So I don't think it's truly.
Frio is the one that had the black undercoat, right? Is he the one with the black undercoat?
No, I think that was. Those kids. I think that was Roman and Jules.
That was Roman?
Oh. Now I can't remember.
I think it was
the undercoat.
Frio.
We'll have to.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Liz, here.
Kathy Gamby. Liz, did you like your goat sign and shirt? That goat sign, first of all, I didn't know it was a goat sign at first. I thought it was for the back of our director's chairs.
Oh, that sign. Yes,
yeah.
yes.
It's super cute, and I actually want to put it out in front of the barn.
When?
What do you mean when?
I thought you were going I thought there was more to that story.
As soon as you clean up all the towels.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Do they ever agree on anything? It's just going to stay there. Certain questions just stay with me. That one is funny. How about them Chiefs, Aaron?
Yeah.
Guys, he's not a football fan.
I'm not guys, I'm too busy for sports. I don't care about sports really. Yep.
He just
I only care about I cared about the Denver Broncos for about a year, and then I cared about.
Did we know each other then?
Yeah, because I spent a fortune
the
with
swanky sauce.
Swanky sauce. I had a brand ambassador from the Denver Broncos, and then after that, that was Isaac. He was a cornerback for the Denver Broncos, and then it was Josh Martin, who was originally on the New York Jets, and then moved to I want to say New Orleans. But he got injured 2 games into the season, so that marketing didn't go very far because he wasn't on the field. But we made a great video that's up there somewhere on YouTube.
We should try and hit up Tom Brady.
So, yeah, I can't afford that.
It's going to be a little extra.
Yeah. So, those are the football teams to care about because it's business. It's not a sport at that point. Have you heard anything about your Swanky beer? Yes, Swanky beer took second place in the Connecticut contest that Rob entered with the Swanky beer. Can you take care of that eye?
Mary Lou, you missed one.
Oh, go back.
Actually missed a couple because.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Mary Lou asked, what made you guys decide to raise goats?
Liz.
Oh my God, that's such a hard question.
Yeah.
It's just a long answer. It really actually started just so that we could get closer to our milk. Honestly, that's what it started with. We had chickens for their eggs, and we just wanted to know where our food was coming from.
Well, we had chickens for both eggs and meat. Let's clarify.
Not at first.
Not at first, but that was the ultimate goal.
No. See, here we go. Can they ever agree on anything?
Hey, I'm thinking about pigs next, but I don't know where I would even put them.
No, that's where I twitch. Anyway, we did. We got chickens for eggs. We got goats for milk. And then after we got the goats, the kids got into 4-H, and we were showing them, and then it turned
Somebody
into
asked that earlier.
Lotion, and you guys made lotion. I made lotion for 4 years before we went live on YouTube.
Oh yeah, she literally has a bottle of lotion in the other room. Summer
Original batch.
summer fig or summer
Summer fling.
Summer.
Oh my God, do you pay attention at all?
No.
Summer fig. Fig is a fall fruit.
Okay.
Oh my God.
But it's like 5 years old. So the state of Connecticut required us to put, expiration dates, 2 years with our everything we do. But she has some lotion in the other room.
It's fine.
It's like 6 years old and it's
totally
perfectly fine, which is funny.
As long as it's kept out of the sun,
but
it's fine.
So yeah, so that's how it all happened.
That's how we got into raising goats. See, I told you this wasn't going to be an easy answer.
No.
Do you show your goats? Well,
We used to.
every summer comes around, I'm like, I'm going to a show this year. And every time June comes around, I'm like, damn it! I didn't get my paperwork. And I'm too busy.
Yeah. And to be honest, it's very stressful on the animal and the family because one of us would have to stay here, the other one have to do the show on their own because somebody else has to milk all the others. So it just gets
Every
really,
time
really
you take an
complicated.
animal off your property, it's a risk.
Yeah.
It's a risk to take them and they possibly get sick and bring it back to the rest of the herd.
Yeah.
So really, we got burnt that one time where we took the goats to a show and then they got sick. The stress of them going and the heat that... Why don't they have shows in the wintertime?
That's
I know the answer to this.
I know. We're all having babies.
Because they don't have any milk yet. That's why they're all in the summertime, because now the babies are old enough, they don't need the milk, and moms can be shown with a good udder. Anyway.
Yep. Okay, this one up here, Tracy.
Tracy, Liz, are you enjoying your present? Of course I'm enjoying my present. It's chocolate. What's not to enjoy?
Good job.
Oh, Phyllis, you're gonna get me in trouble again.
Yep.
Yes.
Go ahead and read it out loud.
Phyllis said, Liz, are you keeping Gia? Yes.
It's official.
I mean, unless she loses a leg, of course it's official, yes. The second she came out, I knew I was keeping her. There's a couple others I'm keeping my eye on, but I can't tell you that. You go get excited. Hold me to it.
Oh my gosh, look at this on this.
Okay.
Becca, read that one. That's hilarious.
Are Thor and 80 spoken for? I am so tempted to drive from California to purchase them to live with me on my 2.5 acres. They are so cute. Oh my God, Thor and 80 need a road trip.
Thor and 80
Only
are
if
so...
she videotapes that road
you
trip
need
back.
to document the whole thing, especially on the way back with the 2 goats in your, just do it in a little sedan. It'll be hilarious.
With the heads hanging up. Convertible!
But no, they are not spoken for. We have had requests for some babies already.
Yeah. Somebody is very interested in 80, but no deposits.
No
means
deposits.
They're not officially taken.
And you can easily raise goats on 2.5 acres.
Oh, yeah.
Easily.
Just fence it in nicely
Yeah.
and get them a little,
Totally.
3-sided house. In California?
In California?
All you need is a 3-sided little thing.
Oh, can they live on the beach?
No, they'll probably eat
No,
the sand.
yeah, you don't want the goats
I
eating the
have
sand.
seen of a surfing goat before.
You have?
I can see Thor surfing.
Yes.
All right. Becca, give us a call.
Becca,
Give us a call.
Don't call me, actually. I never pick up.
Yeah, don't call.
Email me.
It's a very good point.
I don't ever pick
for
up.
all of you that are calling, I'm just giving you now. You're never getting a call back.
I've turned the volume
Sorry,
down.
that doesn't happen.
I've turned the volume off. Don't call
and-
me.
Yeah, it's
I don't have student loans, so they're calling me and they're barking up the wrong tree. Okay,
Yep.
I know you're not going to come and arrest me because I don't have tax, whatever. That's just, we're going to send the authorities.
So Chris West asks the question, why are the babies so big?
Well, now remember, last year...
Chris West is an OG, right?
She
So
is.
last year we had small babies.
Unusually small.
Because of the round hay bales, the big round hay bales didn't work out that good.
I don't like those
They weren't eating enough. So the babies were smaller. This year, I wouldn't say they're big. I would say they're the right size.
They're average.
And, well, they're growing.
Except for Roman.
Yes.
He's huge.
Yeah.
I still can't believe he is a triplet.
Yeah,
and he came out breaking records.
That's unheard of.
So Rosemary asked, have you both caught up on sleep? Yes. I have.
Good for you.
Good.
Congratulations, as this one throws up all over me last night.
Do you guys
This one
agree
thinks
on
she's-
anything? No.
Hey, we just agreed.
You gotta remember,
no.
I can live with 5 hours of sleep a night.
I'm a princess.
And right now, I'm getting way more than 5, so.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I am up. I take a little nap between like 10 and 11, and then I'm up for like 2 hours. Probably because my phone went off, or this one's throwing up. Because she thinks she's a goat.
She did throw up like 3 times last night. It was ridiculous.
She threw up on your blanket. Then she threw up on my blanket. Then she threw up on the floor. And every time they were wads of hay like this big because she thinks she's a freaking goat. You're not a goat.
She might have
eating
to stay.
hay.
She might have to start staying inside.
She eats placenta too. It's really gross.
Liz, can you still carry? Oh, Claudia asked. Liz, can you still carry Thornady?
Not at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, that is definitely not gonna happen.
I mean, I can still pick up Paisley and Ivy at the same time.
Okay, and Patrick asked, how old is Hazel? And I'm assuming that's Luke.
What day is today?
Ooh.
What day? Oh,
The
okay,
6th.
not yet. She's almost 3.
Hazel turns 3 in a certain amount
Like
of days.
10 days.
And like on the 16th.
She's on the 16th. It's either Greta's on the 15th and she's on the 16th, or she's on the 15th and Greta's
She
on
turns 3 soon.
3.
Luke is like ancient.
Luke is,
Yeah, he's like 14. Or 30. He's up there.
our son is 14. Okay?
That's true.
Get it straight. I'm just going to make sure this person knows, no, we don't ever agree on anything.
Yes. The answer
This is the topic
no.
of the night.
Oh
No.
my gosh.
Roman.
We're going to be here all night. How much did Thor and 80 weigh? We're going lightning round
Like
now. Judy.
50 pounds. He was, okay, so Thor was about 45 pounds the last time we taped him, and that was like 2 weeks ago.
Somebody asked earlier
I know.
how many kids is Harper having? The answer is we don't know. It was it was blood work, not ultrasound. I'm guessing 1, maybe 2.
Ange Hill, is there any worries for the impending birth of Amy's triplets?
You first.
Yes.
Yes, triplets are always scary.
I don't like triplets. We still, 3 sets of triplets, and we still don't have a good outcome. Inga, how do you select new homes for the babies, and at what age are they moved? We are very particular with who and where our babies go to. Excuse me. Again.
Yeah, there's an interview process.
I talk extensively
Extensively.
with people over multiple phone calls, multiple emails.
We've even worked with people about how to design fencing, how to build this. Call us back in 2 months. Let us know how it's going. Some people don't get it done. They don't get goats.
Yep. I ask them what their intentions are with goats. You know, are
Right.
you looking for pet homes? Are you looking for show? Because
Right.
that helps me
Grass
place.
eaters.
That helps me place certain goats in certain homes. I'm not going to put a show quality goat in a pet home, you know, unless I don't have a show quality
Right.
home.
Right. Exactly.
But I'm really going to gear somebody towards like a weathered male if they want a pet, because they're super personable.
Right.
And they make great pets. But I've had people come to the farm and just do like an interview style like conversation there and really pick out who you connect with. I ultimately want to do my job because I don't want to have to take babies back if it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
And knock on wood, we've never had to take a baby goat back.
No.
There was that one, and I would have taken her because she was beautiful, and I still regret selling her. But yeah, and then what ages are they when they move? They're not younger than like 12 weeks before they're allowed
12
to
to
go.
14 weeks, roughly.
It's
around
10
that
to
time.
12 weeks, but I really like to keep them right at that solid 3 month,
Yeah.
if not older. Last year it was just a couple weeks older.
So Carol Herbert asked a question about the gate. Can you give us an estimate on how much the gate will cost? We have all that on
The
the
fundraiser
fundraiser
page.
page. It's broken down. The wrought iron gate, it's actually being built in California and shipped out this way. I don't want to say custom because it's not. It's kind of one of their designs they already have.
We have a little custom.
We added one little feature to it that wasn't built in, just to add a little more so it doesn't look so jail-like. And then masonry to build stone pillars for the gate to attach to. and then the automation, so the gate opens and closes when your car is there.
So you have to have like a keypad
and you have to,
like
in order to get down the driveway, you'd have to have a code to type in to get in, and then an electrician. The electrician comes tomorrow to give us a quote as to what it's gonna cost to get like 400 feet of electricity run all the way up the driveway, plus split off to get electricity in the house of pie so we can add cameras and all that stuff there, and make the barn you guys live in now safer, because it's just not.
They don't live there. That barn.
No, the barn YouTube lives in
Yeah,
now,
so-
just to upgrade and figure out what we need to do to make that a little easier to manage.
The barn, the barn that they're in needs a little bit of an electrical upgrade because of the time of year like now.
Right, I can only run 4 heat lamps in the barn.
Before we start tripping
Right.
breakers.
So you're probably wondering, well, wait a second, you got more than 4 heat lamps going right now. You're right, I do.
We have an
But I'm running a
extension
100-foot extension cord from the barn to the other side of the garage to pick up a different breaker to split the load. And I don't want to have to do that. The extension cord's that long and all that stuff. I got to watch out with the tractor if it snows, and it's a mess. So
We need to
this
do it the
whole
right way.
gate project is actually all of that.
Yeah.
So the link's there.
And then
somewhere.
electric to House of Pie for.
Yeah, I said that.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. I missed that part.
This one, Liz?
Yes. Okay. So Millie said, "Was it Roman who was headbutting you, Liz?" No, it was Jules. Yes, she headbutts me.
Do goats
Oh,
see
and
colors?
But like cutely or like what?
How far behind?
Yeah, it was a cuckoo.
I'm 20 minutes behind. Do
Okay,
goats
that's
see in
fine.
color?
I don't know. I'm not a goat.
We don't know. That's a good Google question.
I think they do
Don't
see
remember.
certain colors, but don't quote me on that. I don't know.
That's a good question.
And Coco actually, while I was holding,
Yawning.
was it Coco? I was holding Chanel today, and Coco was pawing at my foot.
Ooh. Did the kids get any Twix or Reese's? Yes, they did.
Oh, yeah, every night.
Yeah.
They get treats every night, which sometimes I'm like, dude, you're gonna grow up as an adult and realize you can't end your night with a treat every night.
Yeah.
That's called alcoholism.
Yeah. You can't do that. Chocoholic.
Chocoholism.
Yeah. So cow person asked, "Are we going to do Goat Palooza?" Not really. We have we broke it up. The town would get all mad at us if we turned this place
It wasn't
into
very
goat
much
stock.
fun for me.
But we're doing all the different stuff. If you look at the events on our website, we have the Goat Snuggles, we have the How to Milk a Goat class,
We're
and we
gonna
have
a goat husbandry class too.
and the goat husbandry's coming soon. I don't think it's up there yet. That's more of like a 4-day thing. There's going to be, not 4-day.
I was gonna be like, I didn't sign up for 4 days.
4 hours or 5 hours, something like that.
It's gonna
gonna
be
go
a
through.
day.
It's going to be a day.
Learn everything you want to learn about goats.
Yeah.
Can you move my leg? My knee is falling asleep. Oh, oi, oi, oi. I'll be over here now.
How do you tell Twix and Reese's apart, Kathleen?
One of them is darker than the other.
Yeah.
Reese is darker.
Reese is darker, so the girl is darker.
Liz,
Twix.
Jenny doesn't seem to like Frio.
No, Jenny doesn't like neighbors.
And Jenny doesn't like neighbors.
She would
yeah.
like more land
Yeah.
out in the country with her cute little girl.
Typo Queen. Once Frio's around other babies, he could catch up developmentally. Yes.
I think
that's what
it's
we
just a
think.
matter of time. Honestly, I mean, I wish he was a better nurser, but he's getting enough food. I don't know. Frio is... Love Frio.
Liz here.
Claudia, is Danny jealous of all the girls having babies? So, funny you should ask. Danica takes Thor and 80 out on little field trips around the paddock, and she tucked them in for a nap the other day out in the sun by the logs, and then stood over them guarding them from Angie. I'll have to post that picture because it was really
hysterical.
really cute. Yeah, so I think we now call Danica Auntie Danny because she just, I know she's really taken to Thor and 80. She'll be out there with them while Greta's inside eating hay, and yeah, she loves them.
Right up here. Who is the largest? Who is the smallest? Probably
Like
out of
baby?
probably out of all the babies. Yeah.
Well, Roman is the largest. As
Yeah.
far as the smallest, it was one of Sadie's
It was
twins.
one of Sadie's.
Because they were 5 days early. I don't
think
know.
she was 4. The
Did
smallest
she-
one I think was
Did
4
we have 4 pounder?
something. I think so.
I thought it was 5. Let me see if my phone's
Like
So while you're-
4.9.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I think it was 4.9.
So while you're looking that up, I'm going to answer Casey's question. I'm going to try to not to get too technical. So Casey, yes, if you watch an S2S video and then go watch another video based on cellular internet video on YouTube, YouTube will start recommending S2S videos to that audience, but it takes time. So I don't want you wasting your time watching a bunch of technology videos you want to poke your eyes out watching, because a lot of them are really dry and boring. So you don't have to do that. But the answer is yes, that's how it works. If you watch an S2S one and then go watch some other guy talking about computers and then come back to it'll say, hang on, all these people watching this computer guy don't even know about S2S. Let's start that cross-pollination. The way YouTube works, the way suggested video works. Like our 10th, I just looked this up yesterday. We're getting a lot of people coming over here from a horse camera, which is great. Welcome, horse people. And I think out of the top 10 videos sharing our content, AAP, the giraffe cam, was one of them the other day. The people in the giraffe cam are starting to see us. So it's doing that, knowing that, hey, if you like giraffes, you might like goats. Or if you like horses, you might like goats. If you like goats, you probably don't like computers. So it's not really a good cross-pollination. But everybody this day and age needs internet. And one of your friends might need it or own a business. So have them fill out that form.
So to go back to the previous question,
Yes,
our
smaller.
largest was Roman at 9.6 pounds, and then we had
Jeez.
a tie for smallest. Paisley and Airy were both 4.9 pounds.
I forgot how much Airy weighed. That's right.
Yeah, she was little.
Yeah, she was.
Because Frio was 7.6.
Well, we only got to snuggle her for
Yeah.
2 days.
Yeah, Granny Barb asked what would happen if if Genevieve,
Jenny.
Rainey, and the babies were all in the same pen. Yeah, that's not enough room for all of them to get along. With just those 2 pens together, it's not enough. If once they get together, they need lots of room.
Yeah. Well, and they need
Yeah.
lots of room.
Liz, do you have a name for Harper's babies yet? No.
Yes. I do.
Are you kidding me? This is that whole we don't agree. I thought there was a rule, like you don't name babies until like they're out.
Sorry.
And like,
Harper was an exception.
oh my gosh.
And no, I'm not going to tell you.
I don't want to know.
Not you. Them. I was telling them.
Oh,
I'll tell
them.
you. I'll tell you later.
Yeah.
You're kind of privileged to that information.
Oh.
Not that you would remember. You're the safest person I could tell.
Oh, Liz, this is an interesting question. I like this one. Right here. Out of our human children.
Oh, was that question about humans?
I don't know.
I'm thinking about goats.
Oh, which one of the children was the biggest?
Susie
Livy seems so little. Oh.
Susie Jacobson asked which one of your children were the biggest. Pretty sure Quinn was the biggest.
I'm pretty sure it was Quinn.
He was almost.
He was a big
He was
boy.
almost 9 pounds.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I feel Moo's pain.
Yeah.
Could you imagine having 2 more after that?
All right, so somebody,
no,
Nettie.
I'm pretty sure they'd be taking out C-section though. Nobody would make me deliver triplets naturally.
Nettie,
Sorry,
if
go
you're
ahead.
still here, I already answered the Swanky Beer question. We came in 2nd place in the competition. Other than that, there is no update on Swanky Beer.
That is the update.
Oh, Liz, are you making an Aaron Snuggles with Baby Goats calendar? Like, is
No,
that
but
really?
you are gonna be like the front cover of that calendar and the. Did you see the picture on Facebook? Yeah, you gotta log in.
Today?
Yeah,
Was it
today's.
today?
Yep.
I was
Somebody
trying to
got caught snuggling.
We don't.
Who are you
Sarah.
snuggling?
Sarah, we don't know if we're keeping
Jules.
any Alpine girls. We have no idea. Stella is being such a good girl. So is Hazel.
You being a good girl tonight. Oh, you be a good girl. Hi, you be a good girl.
Thank you, Judy G.
What?
She agreed. She actually likes talking to us. Goats are cute too, but talking to us is kind of cool.
Oh, they like us? Well,
It's funny
good.
and most. I think that was about a half an hour ago when I said.
She might have changed her mind.
Yeah, this is true. When I said they want goats, not us. Oh, Tammy.
She was just wondering what y'all do with your rabbits. She said y'all. And
she
how
did.
many you have.
So we have too many.
Right now we do have too many.
We used to breed. We used to show. We sell them now to pet families. We had an awesome pet customer this Christmas. They might even be watching.
Yeah.
That rabbit literally snuggles with that girl in her bed. Like, it was great.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now we don't do much with them. Nothing like there's no real
we're not
breeding
really doing
program.
Shows or anything right now,
Or
and I'm not
shows.
even breeding them because we're kind of trying to phase.
I might have a
phase
nice
down.
cage set up for sale if anybody wants one.
Taylor asked,
That could go to the gate.
"What?
We could auction it off.
Oh my God, can you stop? It'd be local pickup only.
I
Can't ship that
I will local pickup only that thing.
anyway.
Yeah.
What do you feed?
Where are you?
Taylor Winship.
Oh,
What feed do you feed your does?
Liz.
Oy. So we are actually blending a medicated grain and a Blue Seal lactating doe grain, which is higher in protein for those lactating and pregnant does. And then, so that's a 1-to-1 right there. And then we put in a scoop of the alfalfa pellets for those. These are the ones that are already have kids.
Right.
The pregnant does only get 1 scoop of that medicated lactating doe combo.
How do you pronounce that name that I have highlighted?
Kai Shepherd.
Kai. If you're raising pigs 15 minutes away from me, send us an email.
I would like one that makes just bacon.
No, I mean that too, but no.
I will
seriously,
trade you.
send us an email. We might have to invite you to the farm, a private. Come to the farm because I want
I'm
to.
getting all excited
I
over
want to
bacon.
pick your brain about
So
where
insensitive.
where on the property you would put pigs here logistically, because I know water with pigs is a pain. I know
I can't even
they
say
almost
what I
need
wanna
to
say.
live on cement, like because the root underneath everything. So I kind of just want to know what you would think if you lived here. Where would you put the pigs? Send us an email. Maybe we'll make that happen. Liz, this question here,
Inga
please.
asked, when you cuddle with the babies, does it make it harder for you to let them go? So how I think about it is they are mine to cuddle for the first 3 months of their life. Then it's my job, if I would like to do this again next year, to find them the best home possible so that I have room so I can have more babies and we can continue doing this. Because otherwise, there's no reason
Yeah, you just
to
stop.
breed next year because we will be way over capacity.
Yeah.
But yes, it's hard to let them go. I cry every year. I'm sick to my stomach. I don't sleep well. But I know that I find the goats loving homes. Sometimes homes that people are going to end up spoiling these goats more than I do.
We do have some of those. They're probably watching.
We have goats that have radios, heaters, air conditioning, fans in their barns.
One of our
monitors.
one of our Syman Says Saturdays has it in there.
Yeah.
Like you guys will literally see it. They have a radio in their barn.
And I don't
Yes.
know how their barn doesn't have cobwebs in it, like my
Because
barn.
they probably brush the cobwebs every day. Probably.
Not
I
as tall
can't
as your
even-
barn.
Yeah,
And
their
it's
barn
much
is,
smaller,
Yeah, their
yes.
barn is a little shorter
Yeah.
Yeah.
than ours. But even their donkey barn had not a web. And I was
Who
like,
knows?
did they just move in?
They cleaned it for when you showed up. Maybe.
And you know what you do is you get
Never
the
know.
leaf blower.
All right, next
You
question.
just shoot up. You
Okay,
I don't need-
Michelle asked, on the Japanese milk lotion, does it smell like the same lotion from the stores? I think she means the cherry
Cherry.
blossom.
Oh.
Does it smell this? Because
How did you go from Japanese to cherry blossom?
Cherry blossom.
Hello,
is the
cherry
Japanese.
blossoms from Japanese, like From Hello? Duh, don't you know this?
Okay, never mind. Moving on.
Do you remember the last question that says who's caught up on sleep?
Yeah.
You answered yes, I said no.
Okay, answer the question.
Because Japanese. Does it smell the same? Yeah, it's the same. Yeah,
I think base smell.
I wouldn't say it's as strong. I don't like to have the entire grocery store be able to smell you as you walk by.
Oh, here it is down here. Japanese cherry
See,
blossom.
I knew.
Yeah.
See, I knew.
Are Thorn 80 doing good? Yes.
Oh yeah, they're doing great.
Yeah. How much do Thorn 80 weigh at about 2 months old?
About 50 pounds.
As much as their feedback.
I'm going to be a bridge troll.
Bridge troll. That's probably when we were talking about bridge or tunnel.
Oh, yeah.
Might have been what that was. Are your kids still involved with the goats? Not really. The little ones, Quinn and Olivia, like to go out there every once in a while.
Our other kids
But no.
are like
Our other
teenagers
two,
and tweens.
they're in
and
the tween.
you can't get them to do anything.
Yep. It's either motors or electronics.
Honestly,
Dirt bikes or video games.
the way we run our farm, this was
You already
my
read
passion, right? It's my passion. It's your somewhat passion. And I'm not going to force the kids to do something that I want to do. If they don't want to do it, I don't want to deal with the complaining and the whining and all of that when I just want to enjoy the goats in the barn.
Yeah, it's not like, they were like, can we get goats? Can we get a puppy? Can we get this? Can we get that?
They never asked for goats or chickens
No.
or anything. This was my doing.
This was all her.
It's all my fault.
It's all her fault.
You're welcome.
Yep. And, yeah, so, I mean, they come out when we have bigger stuff going on.
We didn't agree on that either.
Yeah.
Are you sitting down? I want chickens.
I remember that. Are you
Hello?
sitting down?
Are
out
you
there?
still there?
All right, this one, Liz.
At some point, can you make a video of your original goats and give a breakdown of the births and the ones you kept? I'm trying to connect the dots. I think she means like a family tree.
Like a family. Nettie's asking for a family tree style video. That could be
of the original
and the breakdown of their births and the ones you kept from them.
Oh, that'd be difficult.
That'd be real.
Yeah,
That'd be
I don't have the video footage.
Yeah, we
so
don't.
you can't really do that.
No.
Yeah, that'd have to be a blog family tree style thing.
So I already have the Toggenburg family tree made. You can try to follow that if you can.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy, you didn't even have anything highlighted.
I don't think I did.
You were at 8:18.
Oh, look at you. This is why we keep
you.
her around.
Keeping track. Oh my gosh, we are
Have a thing
so...
for numbers.
She's so smart.
Yeah. Right here, you're right. I remember that one. Skipping. Those all say they were Brenda, so I'm skipping them. I'm just kidding, Brenda. Yeah.
She was just
Tina.
making announcements.
Yeah, most of the moderator stuff I breezed through it because they're making announcements or answering stuff for us. Volume seems low again.
I think I was just talking low at the time.
Could be.
You're also farther, I think, than him.
There. I also
He
talk
also
loud.
has a man voice.
I talk loud. I turned it up. I don't know. I'm probably blowing people's speakers out. Somebody's neighbor's going to come over. Yeah.
Can I have a cupcake?
Liz, here you go.
Okay, I need a cupcake. Birthday cupcake.
Rather why?
Yeah, Liz, can you make a video showing us how we can tell the Togs apart?
That's
that
not
was
gonna
the
help.
question.
It's not gonna help.
It's not gonna
I'm
help.
telling you not unless you paint their tails.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Tyler's
Yes,
birthday
please.
cupcakes.
Not for you, Stella.
Yeah.
Susan asked, are you going to name one of the babies Higgins? I like that name, but that's not the name I'm thinking for Harper. So unless Amy, I don't know what theme we'll do Amy's. If she gives birth on St. Patrick's Day, then, we'll do St. Patrick's Day themed baby names. Cheers, cupcakes.
That's her due date?
Mm-hmm. She's never gonna go on it.
Liz, how do you tell Matthew and James apart?
I just took a bite of cupcake.
Okay, never
You
mind.
have to get down real low
I have no idea how to tell
and look at them
apart.
square in the face.
Okay.
Okay.
Matthew is more of a lighter solid color. James has like this brown, almost like a brown circle that starts before his hips and goes back to his butt.
So he's got a little bit of
Plus, if you saw him in person, James is bigger.
Got it. So Lori Coleman said, goats do actually see in color, based on Google. They cannot see red, but they do see purples, blues, and greens. There you go. That's good educational information. Have you ever considered... Oh, Millie, I think? Have you ever considered a different heat source for your barrels? Like ceramic heater elements?
We
yes,
tested it.
we tested a ceramic heat element, and it didn't work. It doesn't throw enough heat.
Well, because it's so high up in the barrel.
Right. It just didn't throw enough heat into the bottom of the barrel, so we didn't use them.
Stella, we dropping crumbs.
Jessica R. Last time I asked if your kids ever named any of the past baby goats. They
have.
Yeah, I think they have. Were they happy and now?
Jake named Jack Jack.
Yeah, Jake named some. Are happy now they actually named a set of babies. I don't know if Quinn and Olivia even remember they named Twix and Reese's.
That's not how you pronounce it.
Whatever.
It's Reese.
Yeah, same difference.
Where have you been?
Right here. Yeah. Trying to catch up with questions.
Super fast.
Old Judy G. Aaron, old technology. What happened to Motorola? Yeah, that's a good question. They're coming out with supposedly coming out with a new razor. Going back, the old nostalgia razor flip.
Is it gonna be pink?
Let's go. Well, think about it. If you own a flip,
I had a pink
probably.
one.
Me too.
I hunted him down. I was like, you better find me a pink one. I want a pink one. I was pregnant. He couldn't say no.
You think about it. As of right now, and I don't know 100%, but I don't think there's any flip phones that are LTE. They're all old 3G technology, which is getting shut down.
How are you gonna text on a flip phone?
It'll have full keyboard, or it's a flip, but it's actually a touch screen inside. Not the bendable touch screen, not that, but like it flips and it has a screen at the top and a screen at the bottom. Yep, 2 screens. Yep, Google it. Razor. New razor. I think Motorola is trying to make a comeback, but they let Apple run away with everything. How do you tell Matthew? You already said that.
You should be almost caught up, right? Huh?
Where are the baby? Oh no, Liz, answer that one.
Oh, I see. Oh no, that's different. Never mind.
That one.
Were any of the babies born pulled this year? So
That's
This
different.
one.
Harley
This is the one.
James, excuse me, I'm trying to run a Q&A here.
Go ahead, keep going.
Harley Jane asked, were any of the babies born polled this year? For those of you who do not know what polled means, it means born without horns. Like they're never gonna grow horns.
Yeah.
And none of our breeds have that possibility. The only breed I am aware of that can be born polled are the Nigerian dwarfs. We don't have any of those.
Right, let's keep
Liz,
going.
I heard you about keeping out. You scrolled right past that.
Oh, hang on. Right here.
Nicole, I heard you about keeping alpine babies. Please share.
We're not keeping alpine babies, Nicole. I'm just saying.
You're gonna look real stupid in a couple months. I'm just saying.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, remember when Thunder was born?
Hell.
And you said, we're not keeping him.
Yeah.
Hey, Thunder.
Yeah, I
Well,
know.
and you didn't for a little bit, and then you made the decision.
For a little while.
Yeah.
Who's texting you?
I don't know.
And why?
It said critical care or something. Somebody's in trouble.
I'm going to turn my volume on just in case.
Pam, Aaron, did you get my email?
Ooh, this should be fun.
I don't read all my email. I don't know.
I'm
I don't know.
sure you got an email.
I have no idea. We'll have to take a look. Hopefully it went to Syman Says Farms email.
Oh, no, I delete a lot of emails from there.
Yep. Oh,
job.
it's highlighted. Hang on. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I'm supposed to read. That's not a question.
Tyler. Oh, Claudia Lopez. Tyler turned 11. Got real quiet in here. Do you have
this show just went down the.
Liz, do we have any cherry blossom left?
Yeah, not very much. I actually
very
just
much.
did inventory today.
Cherry blossom is actually very low.
It's
3 or 4 left.
I only have 2.
2. There you
cherry
go.
blossoms left.
Yep. Time to make more.
Yep.
Is that an everyday scent?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Yep.
Bye, Luke.
My husband, nice. Casey, thank you. My husband is a tech nerd. I'm making him watch S mixed with other videos. That's funny.
Don't be naughty, Luke.
He was just scratching really close to the
Lukey, stop scratching.
That's all they can hear now.
Yep. Click, 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 click. Oh gosh, I heard. Yeah.
Can I please buy the clock? The clock is
has to
going
go
up for auction next week.
Yeah.
Okay? You can have my broken clock,
The clock
that I
is-
found on the side of the road
have to make-
and literally pulled over to get it. You can have it. It doesn't work. There's a brand
What's
new
the
battery.
starting bid? How's this going to work? So we're going to be
Wait,
like,
there's a price tag on it. Take the price tag off. This cost me $100.
No. What do you think it's worth? TJ Maxx was trying to sell it for $10.
I found it on the side of the damn road.
So we're going to start bidding at $10.
Hey, that's profit for me.
That's good. We don't know if replacing the battery will actually fix it.
I do know. That's a brand new battery.
The clink
the
is
hands get stuck.
the clink is kind of annoying.
Well, it's
but
not going
don't
to clink if
shake
it's sitting
it.
on the
It was
table.
made in China, but that's okay.
Hey, that's rare now. It does not
pre-corona.
pre-virus.
Yeah, a long
okay,
time
there's
ago.
no virus
Yes.
on this.
You don't have to worry about anything.
Don't worry about it.
But yeah, this clock will be sold next
You know
Saturday.
that
Watch out, guys. Who wanted the clock? I missed it. Where does it say it? Oh, right there.
Oh, Mary Lou.
Mary Lou's coming
Wait
after the clock.
a second.
What?
Mary Lou's the same one who wants goat poop.
Oh, Mary Lou, we're not selling goat poop. Luke, get out of here.
I just think that's really funny.
I want a cupcake.
Oh,
not,
I didn't
not
share.
me. That person.
I wasn't talking about you. I was talking to Donna.
Of course.
But I know you don't want cupcakes. You don't like frosting.
They still want an Aaron Cuddle and Goat calendar. Yeah, spring collection.
The whole calendar.
Who, just so you guys know, Moo La La also made Juicy Lucy very popular. Right? Was it Juicy? No, Charlotte's Garden.
We only have
Yeah. Charlotte's Garden almost went out the door with Moo
we
La
only
La.
have five Charlotte's Gardens left.
Wow.
Yep. Which was so funny because I was packing up all the Charlotte Gardens for the monthly goat lotion of the month. The same day she had her babies, it just lined up.
That was crazy.
I loved it.
Oh, see, Tracy, I have a Motorola phone right now.
Oh, look at that. Nice. Can you?
You already did.
Okay,
that
no,
one.
that was good. So we're good. We're good. We're good.
Man, this is good.
Yep. If you have someone.
Huh? If somebody wants to buy Thunder, would you sell him? Ooh. Don't look at me like that. You're like, take the money.
I'm like, it
No.
makes.
He has history here. Why would you do that?
Sue, I guess not. Moonicorn? What?
Well, because last night
Luke.
with Moo's birthday hat, she put it over her eye, and they called her Moonicorn. Luke, don't do this again.
Luke, go lay down. Yeah, don't let him up here.
I'm trying to block.
See, this one is about to go crazy.
John.
We were doing so good.
Yeah. Liz, we're up here.
Oh, am
I
I
know. I'm
supposed to read
pointing
these
this
now?
one out for
Sure,
you.
go with that.
Mary the Lurker Baker.
Yeah.
Did you take the horns off the babies, and does it hurt them? So, Disbudding is the process of which we are burning the buds, the horn buds. So they're not real horns yet, but just the buds where they grow from, and we're burning them out. Does it hurt? I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. If you put a hot iron on my head, it would hurt. The thing is, what's worse than it's what we timed it one time.
Oh gosh,
It's
it's
less
45 seconds.
45 seconds of pain, which it wasn't even constant 45 seconds.
No.
And it is going to save their life down the road.
Yep.
We've lost a goat because, and he was disbudded as a baby, but he was an intact male, and his skurs, which a skir is when a horn grows, like a piece of a horn grows despite the baby being disbudded as a 5-day-old. So we actually lost him. He got his head through the fence, couldn't get it back out because the horns had grown, and he freaked out and he died. So we always say short-term pain for a long-term gain.
Yep.
A disbudded goat will live, like, I don't know. I understand.
We're running out of time here. The dogs are taking
Yeah,
over.
they are. I understand why some people don't like disbudding, but for a lot of different reasons. We have very young children on the farm. Goats with horns pose huge safety concerns for kids, for handlers, even adults, and each other. When they start headbutting each other, those horns can impale a goat and cause major problems. And then you go along the lines of what they can do to your fencing, and it's just much safer. It's the same reason we don't have collars on our goats anymore. It's just a lot safer.
So Red Flower Farms.
Yes.
Have you ever shopped at Stu Leonard's? And do they still have the mechanical animals?
Heck yeah,
The answer is yes.
Heck yeah, they do.
We go there about once or twice a year. It's a good 45 minutes from our house. It is retail entertainment. I spend way too much money on fancy cheese and funky olives.
And pushing that moo button.
And pushing the buttons. That was good. We agreed on something.
Look at us. Look at us go.
And yeah, we even took friends there as like, hey, you've never been?
Hey, you want to go
Let's
on a
go.
field trip? Let's
we spent 3 hours.
Oh my god, we went in and the sun was up like it was a normal day. We came out, we're like, oh my god, where'd the sun
We're
go?
like, what? We were in there for 3 hours. Yep, 3 hours.
Yep.
Have you ever been to Stu
And we
Leonard's?
got free
Okay.
ice
I lived
cream
over
at
there.
the end
Come
of
on,
it.
you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that store. It's like an adult field trip.
Yes.
Yes.
I got coffee.
Sushi.
Well, I didn't actually get sushi.
Well, I didn't either, but they have it there.
They do.
They do.
A whole
I've
food
actually
court.
never had
Just in
sushi
case
there.
you're getting hungry, here's the food court in the middle of the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wait a second. Random question.
Oh, I'm not going to sell that if she sends that.
Uh,
Sarah Perry, it's not a question. Actually, I guess it is. I crochet for fun and thought about crocheting a stuffed moo replica. Would you want me to send you one for the auction? Not sure if it's something people would want.
You would need to send 2.
Yeah, you're going to have to send one for me because I would love a stuffed moo.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that would make an awesome...
You're going to be able to pull that off in a week. If you could commit to 2, then maybe we'd auction the first one and save the second. But that's a week away. I can't crochet anything. I can't even learn that. Yeah. Some people know what they're doing, though.
It's hard.
It's a good point. Especially a 3D stuffed animal type thing.
Yeah, that can't be easy.
Yeah. All right, where are we at?
But I mean, if you want. Just kidding. Did you get your alpaca card?
Alpaca card.
He did.
I did?
Yes.
I don't remember anything.
Just poked myself in the eye.
Yes.
Oh, stop it!
I think I did get an alpaca card. I do
did.
remember that.
Yep.
Yeah, we talked about alpacas.
They
Yes, I
wanted
got
to
it.
get you
Thank
an
you.
alpaca sweater,
Yes.
but something along those lines. Anyway, yes, he got it. He loved it.
Liz here?
Was Dee's twins' birth Quinn and Livy's first time being there for a birth?
I think so. Yeah.
Dee's
Possibly.
twins' birth lined up right on the perfect day and time.
Yeah,
Because they
I
were
think
off
it
from
might have
school
been.
and it was right in the middle of the afternoon.
I think it might have been the first
I think
time.
it might have been.
And Dee's twins' birth is the perfect example of what this channel was supposed to be all about. Educational, no matter the age. Like, the kids were out there. That's what it was. That's a good one to share with your friends.
Right. And then our kids turn into teenagers and they don't care anymore.
And they don't care. Yeah. Well, only one of the teenagers didn't care. Well, that's true. We only have one teenager. The other one's only 11. He's not a teenager.
He's a tween. And boy, is he showing it. Kathy, oh my God, I love Charlotte's Garden lotion.
Casey, no selling thunder. Can we bid with credit card? Yes.
Yeah, so how this is going to work next week with the auction, because we're listing everything on our website, it's going to be like you're buying it off of our website. So you can pay with
anything.
all the payments that we take on our website.
I don't take Bitcoin anymore, so I turned that
feature. What do you
feature.
mean anymore?
We
used to do that? Who has Bitcoin?
Some people.
Some people do. Yep. No, we do, but I don't even know how to get to it. Yeah.
You bought Bitcoin, you didn't talk to me?
No, yes, I did. You knew that a long time ago. And no, I'm not no Bitcoin millionaire. It never happened. I own like 1/80th or of a, like that much. It's
so like $50 worth.
Exactly. Right, correct. And I actually had one person buy Swanky sauce with Bitcoin once off the website. Long time ago.
That means we got it for free because we
Pretty
never
much
gotten the money.
Exactly. So I turned it off. I was like, yeah, we're not using this cryptocurrency crap. We turned it off. But her point is, yes. Once you win don't go bid like crazy, people. You could bid like crazy. Go for it. But once you win, we're going to jot it down, throw a sticky note on it, and then you'll have to email us like your real name, not just your screen name here. And then we send you an invoice, basically a pre-built order for our website, and you click on the button, and now you have every option. Yeah, PayPal, Google Pay, all that stuff is available. Credit card, whatever. So that's how it's going to work. Looking for another question. How old is Hazel? We already answered that. You're welcome for answering your question. We try to answer all of them.
We do. We try.
Matthew, James, and those guys are going to
bed.
Yeah. Yep. Hazel was getting it. That's fine. Hazel was getting in front of the camera at that point.
Oh yeah. It was about to go. Crazy. Lori G asked, "What is the life expectancy of a goat?" That's between 12 and 15 years.
Yeah, it's a long time.
Yep, which, is why we have to be careful of who we keep.
Liz?
Yes?
What is the name of the wine you like from Table and Vine? Well, her wine can be bought pretty much anywhere.
What's the name of our wine?
It's Blue Bottle.
Bartenura.
Yeah, it's in the
Moscato.
I almost said mojito section.
I'm not opposed to a mojito either. I don't think I like
it's in the
them.
Moscato.
The mojitos are so good.
They're good if done right.
Yes.
Hang on, the mojitos are with
lime, I think.
Lime, yeah, not mint.
Don't they have herbs in them?
Oh yeah, at the bottom.
At the bottom.
Yeah,
no, then that's not what I
No,
like.
you lift up your straw a little bit.
Lift up the straw, but that's not what I like.
Talented.
No. Yeah, so it's a blue bottle in the. Can we focus?
Oh, okay.
Focus, Daniel-san, focus.
Oh, wax on. Oh,
wax off. Good movie. See, name the movie. We're gonna play Name That Movie now. Yeah.
Do you even know the name of it?
I do.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I know if you actually knew.
Yes, of course.
Well, okay. Can we answer her question? What is the name of that wine?
I told you.
I don't remember.
Bartenura.
Bartenura.
I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it.
Blue bottle in the Moscato
just buy
section
any
starts
blue
with a
bottle.
name.
It has a
Bartenura.
picture of Italy on the front.
Yes.
What?
You
Yes.
could always go get the bottle. Yeah.
Yeah, but we're not.
This was
sponsored.
not Liz here. That is
Sarah asked if this was Genevieve's first time being a mom. No, this was her 4th time being a mom, and she has had. She is a pro. She's had Greta, Harper, Jack, and now Gia, and we have kept every single one of them.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
You should put that out there.
Liz, right here.
Bonnie, is it too late to get lotion of the month? And do you take debit cards? So, Bonnie, the way Lotion of the Month Club works is you can sign up any day of the month. So, say, for example, today is March 6th. You sign up today. We pack up your whatever. The March lotion scent, which is Charlotte's Garden. And then, starting the following month, in April, you will get charged and shipped out your April lotion on the 1st of... And
then May on the 1st, and then June. It
so
moves.
So if you were to sign up on the 30th of March...
We've had people do it.
Right? You'll get your March lotion, but then like a day or two later, you're going to get the following month on the 1st.
Right.
So that way everybody's on the same schedule.
And that way it helps us determine how much inventory we need to make. Because then we can just say, okay, we have this many people signed up for Lotion of the Month. If we make 50 bottles, we already know that we have to hold these. We can't sell these to anybody because the Lotion of the Month people come first. And that's how that works. So it's the way, and it locks you in to all the seasonal scents is pretty much what Lotion of the Month does. You know, and we know this is actually a good story. It's not a Lotion of the Month story, but somebody, actually it is.
It is a Lotion
somebody
of the Month.
In our Lotion of the Month group actually has 2 subscriptions. And we were like, wow, that's a lot of lotion. Like 12 bottles a year times 2, it's 24 bottles. She keeps one for herself and brings the other one to a women's shelter every month.
Donates it. Yeah.
We were like, whoa, that's cool.
That's wicked cool.
So that was neat.
That's
and then
awesome.
somebody else said, too, that they don't use them all, but they give others away as
you
gifts
can gift
and
them
stuff
to
like that.
random birthdays that pop up, anniversaries, graduations coming up soon, Mother's Day presents.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the options are endless.
Yep.
And they all smell amazing.
They do all.
So that means you all probably have like 18 Moo cards. Yeah.
18 Moo cards?
Yeah, the Moo card we put in the box.
Oh,
Once we run out,
we have to
replace
change it because I
else.
know everybody's getting that card over and over and over again. So we're trying to figure out something new to put in the box.
Casey said, say hi to Angie for us.
Hi.
She's a great friend to jump in and help as she does.
Aww. That's so sweet.
She is.
Have you thought of... speaking of Angie, all right, you guys eventually need to see Luna. Remember the cat you saw like a year ago in the barn that was like this big? It was like a little tiny little kid. The thing's like this now. It looks like a tiger. It's like
okay, she is rare. Okay. She does have attitude problem. She's just the queen of the house.
All right, maybe we'll take a picture and put it on the Facebook page. That'll show half it or somehow.
So the funny part is,
or go live at Angie's house.
The picture. No, Javier has the flu. We're not going live for me.
That's a good point. We're not going there.
Pictures add weight to her. It makes her look a lot bigger than she really is.
Because you saw her the other day.
I did.
I saw her in the picture.
Pictures do make her look bigger.
Luna looked huge in that picture.
She's not that big.
Okay.
She
Did you see the video that I sent her of her like going around my neck?
I don't think so.
No.
She's small.
She's little.
Yeah.
Okay. Right here. We're on the Angie topic.
Claudia asked, "Does Angie own a farm or have goats? Would she like to adopt one of the babies?"
So Angie
Angie has a goat. It's Moo.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for child support. 5 years later.
Yeah.
That's why I come over and help.
That's why it's kind of like that story.
I know.
Somebody told me once, you don't want to own a boat.
You want to have a friend
with
that
a boat.
owns a boat.
Right.
Yep. That's it. That's
Kathleen A found our blue bottle Moscato.
She
A
found
couple
it.
People.
Yeah.
That's
what
it
it's called.
That's what it's called. Yeah.
And do you think that's how you pronounce it? Because I have no clue.
Bartenura.
Bartenura?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. That
sounds
stuff.
right.
Yeah. Guys, it's like alcoholic grape juice. It's ridiculous.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's literally the sweetest.
Why
I
wouldn't
see
you
nothing
want to
wrong
drink
with
that?
this.
Yeah.
It's a little carbonated.
Yep. Oh, what's this here?
I remember the first time I had it, and I was like, this is my favorite.
Mm-hmm. As soon as I found it, I was like, gold!
Okay, so Janelle?
Yep.
Janelle asked something about shipping
To Canada,
but didn't see it. I was on the website and I didn't see an option to ship to Canada.
Oh, we do
I'm
it.
missing it. If not, is there anything for... Yeah, no, you should be able to ship Swanky sauce to Canada.
Yeah.
I think we just shipped some out today.
Yep, and a
Possibly.
couple bottles of lotion.
Yeah, give it another try. If not, shoot us an email and we'll have to take a look at it and see what's going on. But you can definitely ship to Canada.
Tracy goes,
Whoa.
people who help me out get a lotion.
Yeah.
It's
Nice.
a currency now.
It's currency.
Yeah.
Nice. It's the whole barter system.
Yes, exactly. I love it. Jen Wise said, once it warms up, will you do Q&As in the barn again?
Yes. We will bring Q&A back to the
in
barn.
our old director chairs.
Plus, we'll probably bring back working Q&As because remember, guys, right now barn chores at night take what? 45 minutes, half an hour with all the feedings we're doing?
Yeah, once we start milking.
Once the babies get sold and we're on to milking, it takes like an hour and a half. So
yeah. Those ones are not as
they're not as good.
We can't keep up with the questions, and
right.
It's not as personal.
Right, we're not going to answer every single question, but we'll work, and Angie or Rob or Jenna will be like, "Hey, question just came in," and we'll be like, "Yeah, all right, we'll get about 4 cups out of this girl." Right, that's,
and we do Goat Olympics where
we did that once. Yes.
We'll do it again.
Yes.
Totally do it again.
Yeah.
They hope Javier feels better.
Aw, that's nice.
The movie was The Karate Kid. That is correct.
Yep. Ding, ding, ding.
That's one of those series
Stop
where
it.
the first one was the
said
best. Karate Kid 2, not as good as 1, and you go on and on. They should have just stopped at 1. Can you hear Greta from the house? Sometimes with the windows open.
In the summertime
in the
when
summer.
the windows are open.
Yeah.
Are we done?
I think we're live. We're live.
I'm just saying, I see the scroll. I was
Yeah.
like, are we all the way down there? Is Chanel's color rare? I don't know. This may have already been asked.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so
Okay.
Michelle asked, this may have already been asked, but Liz, do you know the sounds each of your goats makes? Yes, I do.
Yes.
Yep, when I come into the barn, I know exactly who's bitching at me because they hungry.
Yeah.
No, they're cute. I know, I do. It's funny when, Rainy, she doesn't talk very often, but right now she's very chatty. So I had to learn her talk because she does not talk typically. But now that she's a mom, and I think because she's living next to Genevieve, she's complaining a lot. And I hear her chatting, especially around dinner time. So it's a cute little talk. I do recognize everybody's talk though. And we already
Greta with the time change. When does time change again? Not for a while.
Sunday, I think.
Sunday?
It's Sunday.
Spring ahead. Fall back.
we
Yeah.
agreed to a kid to sleep over twice
On a
in
time
one
change.
weekend,
Why
and
would
it's
you
a
do
time
that?
change.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Is it? Wait a second. Is it Saturday to Sunday or Sunday to Monday?
Sunday to
Sa-
Monday.
Sunday to.
Oh.
No,
Nope,
Saturday to
Saturday to
Sunday.
So it's
Sunday.
tomorrow. Spring ahead. So
Tomorrow
we move
night.
it ahead one. Okay. So we lose an hour's sleep tomorrow night.
Just what I need.
Got it.
Yes, that's going to mess with.
It'll mess
Greta.
with them a little bit. Yes.
Yep. So everybody, turn your volumes down because Greta's gonna holler.
Yep. She's gonna think it's time to eat, and it's not. Yep.
When
Yeah.
Coco was born, you called her coloring something. What was it, please? Susan, Coco's color is considered a cow blanc. So that means she has cow blanc translates to white neck. Supposedly, that's an Adga color. So they're all French because the Alpines come from France.
That's a new educational tidbit. I don't think you've ever told them that the Alpines
Well,
came from
that's
France.
our Alpines don't
I
come
think-
from France. Okay.
I think the correct me if I'm wrong, I think the La Mancha breed is from the U.S.
Okay,
supposedly.
so here's the thing about that. In 4-H, when Jake was asked what is the only breed that originated in the United States? The answer was the La Mancha. But if you go on to Google, okay,
Google,
they're going to try to tell you it was Spain.
Oh.
I call lies. Why would... Who is texting you? Your electrician.
The electrician for tomorrow.
He's not coming? Oh.
No.
Say sorry.
He said yes. Shutting down.
Oh, he said...
Oh.
Oh, no.
No, that'll still run. Remember, the phone dies, the camera still runs.
We just won't be able to stop.
You'll be able to stop. Uh-oh. Just have to... Uh-oh. We need it. You got power? Guys,
power.
Guys, we're down to 9% on the phone, and this phone just died.
Can't you end it from here?
Yeah, but if I end it from there, it might not save.
No, not there. There. In live studio.
Yes, I should be able to end it here.
Okay.
We're going to be wrapping up soon,
Okay.
seeing that every piece of technology we have is about to crash and burn. No, our neighbors do not complain about Greta. At least not to us.
That goes back to the whole if you're going to talk about us behind our backs. No.
Yeah.
Actually, that one night somebody did
call once.
Did text me. Is everything okay over there? Because Giovanni was having a fit.
That was Giovanni. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. And then last one list down here, and then we'll probably wrap this up.
Oh, Judy G asked, were Charlotte's mom or dad Chamoisé?
We wouldn't know.
We have no idea. So
No
Charlotte,
idea.
our original 4 girls, Charlotte, Lucy, Sadie, and Wendy, we don't know their moms. I don't know Moo or Genevieve's moms. I don't know Giovanni or Grace. No, I do know Grayson's. So yeah, those groups, the ones who are not registered, I have no idea who their parents are.
All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to run.
Ladies and some dudes.
And a few dudes, 5 guys.
5 guys.
Burger sounds good. There's 5 guys burger place around here.
Hey, this is your last
Sounds
day.
good.
You can eat like crap.
All right, we are going to run. We're going to see you next week.
How are we running?
We're not
We have
running.
no power button.
Turn this on the app, silly. I told you, pull it up. All right, you keep talking to them while I try to figure this out.
I have been talking for 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Okay, another 2 minutes will be good.
Bye, guys. Debbie Johnson and Kimberly and Rosemary, Sharon, Jan O.H. Sweet dreams. Sleep tight. Kimberly, don't hang your feet over the side of the bed. Or was that Brenda who doesn't like to do that? One of them's got a foot thing. Typo Queen and
hey,
Nicole, Kathy, Elizabeth,
Oh, I thought I heard something.
Janelle, Lyd, Judy, Animal Lover, Tracy, Tammy, Noni, Randy, there's one of our dudes, Jessica and Phyllis, Louise, Bryant, Nancy, Paula, Tina, take the chopsticks out of your eyes.
It won't connect.
It's time to go to bed.
All right, we might have to.
I told you. Saying good night to everybody. What's that show when you're like, good night, Jim Bob? Good night. What? No, it's an older show.
All right, we're gonna try to end it here. Hopefully, it saves it.
Bye. Goodbye.